Hi and welcome. It's Brian from Captain's Average Aquatics. Just doing a earlier stream tonight. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just gonna let people roll in here for a minute. I put my busted set of headphones on. What's up, Fish Loft? How are you? Got Gaddis Aquatics in the house. Gaddis says, "What's up, Brian and FishFam?" I've been away for about a week. So I just been busy at work and needed to take a break from streaming for a bit. What's up, Gary's Aquatics? Welcome, welcome. I know the big 125 behind me's off, but that'll be turning on here within the next half hour. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Just going to give this a few more minutes. Whoa, hello, everyone. Got Dexy Stewart in the house. Make sure you check out her channel. She's an up-and-coming YouTuber, especially from the young crowd. She's got a couple fish tanks. Make sure you hit her up and sub up to her. Sean Nebula's in the house. Yo, all. Gary's Aquatics says, "Hey, Gaddis." AC Aquatics says, "Hey, buddy, what's up? How are you?" Hey, Sean. Hey, Gaddy. Just seeing who else is going to roll in here. Yeah, you guys like my busted headset? Gotta love duct tape. Gaddis Aquatics says, "Good evening, everyone." Dexy Stewart says, "I just got a 55-gallon tank." Well, congrats. 55 gallons is a nice tank. You can do a lot of things with the 55-gallon, especially if you're not planning on going anything over like 10 inches in size, 8 to 10 inches in size. Sean Nebula says, "Hi, all you beautiful people. Thanks for the warm welcomes." Gary's Aquatics says, "Hey, Captain, what did you do with the plants? You don't want anymore. Just throw them in the trash." Gary's Aquatics, any plants that I don't want anymore, I'll just throw them in other fish tanks that I don't view all that often, just so they do added filtration, and or I see if I can't sell them locally, or see if anyone wants some free plants. They just cover shipping, type of a thing. Thirsty Rabbits in the house. Hi all. Dexy Stewart says, "I'm in Kamloops." AC Aquatic says, "Hope all is well with everyone this evening. I am here for the weekend." That's awesome. Good for you. Yeah, kind of an early stream for me. I went in early today, so I got done earlier. All right, well, I'm going to get this going since we got 8 or 10 people in here now. So new updates in the room. Well, first, some fish news from some of the fish. Over the last couple days, I've had some fish on the floor when I've gotten home, and luckily I was able to save them. One was one of the shabunkins I had. I actually picked up about 3 more because I'm planning on setting up a 150-gallon stock tank right here in the corner. I actually have it on order. I just have to pick it up tomorrow. What's up, Prometheus Aquatics? So I had a shabunkin jump out of the tank. I had one of the rainbows jump out of the tank, the 22 bull front. So I actually cut the acrylic to size so no one can hop out of the tanks anymore. My fish had babies. That's awesome. Congrats. Dexy Stewart says, I got 22 subs. That's great. That's great. Prometh Aquatics says, just wake up. Nice. Molly, stop it. The Flocka puffer is actually doing great. It's put on about double the size since I got it a couple weeks ago. Loves the hell out of the snails that I have, bloodworms. I'm not trying anything real big. It will eat live brine shrimp or chase them around at least. I've also been feeding it ghost shrimp. I know it's still kind of small, so it usually just bites off the legs of the ghost shrimp and then eventually eats the rest of the body throughout the rest of the day. Let's see. I got a order of plants in. I'll be putting that video probably out tomorrow. I'm just in the process of editing it. I got some more Nubius. If you can tell behind me, probably not. I got a Nubius with driftwood or a Nubius on driftwood. I'm going to probably move it out of the 125 because those fish have kind of destroyed it. I got a couple larger Java ferns on Anubias too, or on not Anubias, but driftwood, and some bulb type plants that are like red. I can't remember. Academia Aquatica is in the house. My tank crashed last week, lost half my fish. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Dexy Stewart says, I just got a new fancy goldfish. That's awesome. Gaddis Aquatic says, last day of the day dosing levamisol. Camelinus worms a bye-bye. Gary's Aquatic says, just lurking tonight, guys. Dexy Stewart says, I won 500, so I'm going to get a huge fish tank with that. Yeah, I mean, don't go too crazy, Dexy. It's $500. You'll blow like that on a tank. And everything to run it, unless you're planning on running a big tank with sponge filters, which you can do. So I've moved pretty much all the plants out of the 125 because the cichlids and the koi and the goldfish in there that's destroyed the plant. So I got those between the 22 bow front. I got some of the Anubias in the tote here. I do have a lot of my super reds. The plecos are breeding again. I saw them in one of the terracotta caves that are in the 22 long out there in the kitchen over the last couple days. So there is a male in there and won't move. Anything comes near it, he scares the fish away. Let's see. Sean Nebula says, I want some used outdoor ponds, save a lot of money. I got it from Tractor Supply, so they're brand new. That one is 150 gallon brand new, and it was on sale, so I think I got it for $70-ish. So tomorrow, before I pick up my son, or later tonight after I'm done with the stream, I'll be taking this lazy boy down. I'll put it into cold storage. That way I free up this corner because that stock tank's going to take up like this whole corner. No, yep. No. Sean Nebula said stock feed tanks, maybe. Yep. Gary's Aquatic says I need one more sub before I do my live stream for my 100th subs. Taking forever. Laugh out loud. Well, hang out in the stream. You'll get another sub tonight. Make sure you sub up to everyone. It only helps out the Fish Fam. Got you, Gary, number 100. Sweet. That's awesome, guys. You got to help them out. Dexy Stewart says I'm eating Pringles. Very cool. Don't mind me. I'm going to actually turn on the volume to my stream so I can hear myself talk to make sure it's coming out. Thirsty Rabbit tanks to you says 101 now. Sweet. Let's see. 102. I've had an explosion in the 10-gallon over here, which you probably can't see because it's at a weird angle, of guppy grass. So if anyone needs guppy grass, my whole tank is covered in guppy grass. Ever since I removed pretty much all the duckweed from there. I have a ton of cherry red shrimp in there, snowball shrimp, stuff like that. Let's see, 102. Gaddis Aquatics says I'm 30 out from 100 subs. Well, keep on doing what you're doing, Gaddis, and you'll get 30 subs, no problem. Sub up to smaller channels than yourself. That's how like smaller channels like that have like 2, 3, 10, 20, you know. Anything less than you, and sometimes bigger people, especially if they're in the FishFam, most people will do sub, not like sub for sub, but anyone in the fish family usually will sub to you. Good looking Gaddis Aquatics. Thanks, Dexy. Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you. Gaddis is at 29 now. Sweet. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Help each other out. Other news. Unfortunately, I lost all my German blue rams. I think the rainbows just kept terrorizing it, or the one angel that I have left just kept nipping at it. I don't know. I put a camera on it, and I didn't see anything attack the German blue rams. They just died, so I don't know if they were old to begin with. I didn't see, they didn't have like a sunken belly or anything like that. So I don't know. It could have just been old age too, because I got them when they were fairly big at the store. But I'm gonna pick up some more German blue rams and put them in another 20 long. I gotta adjust my lighting for my 22 bow front, because I think I'm putting way too much light in there because I'm having blackbeard algae grow on my sword plant and other plants. So I'm going to cut that back, and then I'm probably going to nuke the tank with some hydrogen peroxide to kill the blackbeard algae. I mean, I don't care if it grows on my heater, because at least, you know what I mean? The heater you won't notice the heater as much. Gary's Aquatics says, I already subbed to you, Gaddis. Can't do it again. Sorry, laugh out loud. Dexy Stewart says, can I get a shout out? Because there's more people now. Yeah, check out, like I said, everyone, make sure you're subbing each other up. Check out Dexy Stewart. She's got a new channel. She actually, I want to say a couple weeks ago, I was one of her newer subs, and she had a competition, I guess, and it was randomly drawn, and she did a shout out for me. So yeah, check each other out. So check out her channel. She's got a pretty good channel. Sean Nebula, anyone keep guppies around 65 Fahrenheit with success? Yes, I do keep guppies at not 65. I keep it's like 68 or 69 degrees, because in my apartment right now it's 70.2. And then with the floor being cool from the basement, so the tank with fancy guppies in it, with goldfish and a couple smaller koi in it, in the 18-gallon tote, the guppies are breeding just fine. It's actually, in a way, from what I've heard and what Jason or Fish Tropics told me, it's better to keep fancy guppies at a cooler temperature so they don't burn out as quick, especially the males and the females. Sorry to hear that about your uncle, Dexy Stewart. Thirsty Rabbit, I'm so sorry to hear that. Sean Gaddis Aquatics says that Sean Nebula, my fish room dips into the mid-60s during the winter without any problems. I do have guppies. Yeah, I mean, if you're heating the room and not using heaters, that's different. Like, I know guppies can take pretty cool temperatures without anything. So, I mean, I don't even have the tank heat or that tote heated right now. So, Gary's Aquatics says, I'll shout you out on my Dexy on my live streams. Try to get you guys all on my live streams. Excuse me. Sean Nebula says, awesome. Thanks, Gaddis. I notice only slightly slower growth on these fry batches, but same survival rates. Dexy Stewart says, thanks, Gary. Academia Aquatica says, I'm totally gonna hashtag Lurk Squad your live stream, Gary. Yep. Sean Nebula says, through mine are dwarf blue pandas. There's Aquatics says, laugh aloud. Wouldn't have it any other way, Academia. Well, if anyone wants to join the live stream, here, let me grab the linking code. If it's not being weird between Google and YouTube, you can feel free to hop on. That's why I'm streaming the Hangouts and there's no other background and stuff like that. Dexy Stewart, my little sister watched the videos and she did. You were awesome. She is a subscriber now. That's cool. Yeah, sorry guys lately for not streaming or putting out video content. This was busy and kind of burnt out from YouTube for a bit. I watched a lot of TV and stuff like that. Lumpy Dog in the house and Ari sub Dexy. Sweet Lumpy Dog, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Oh yeah, let's see. If anyone hasn't realized, I'm starting to approach the 750 sub mark. So I am 34 away now. 34 subs to 750, and then I'll do the giveaway contest in a live stream. Sean Nebula says, how's the fish racks coming? Honestly, I took a break. I haven't moved anything yet. That might be a project for tomorrow because I got to get my son off his tablet. So I'm going to have him help me tomorrow and Sunday, start moving the 10 gallons, draining them down, and moving the 10 gallons to the rack system to my right. Because I want to put like 340 breeders. If you can see my dresser, I got 10 gallons on them. I want to put 340 breeders right there. Yeah, so if you're looking to want to know more about the giveaway, it's in the description. All you have to do is be subscribed, like the video, share the video. Not required, but highly suggested. Make sure you comment as many times as you can on that video because it gives you better odds. And as of right now, I'm going to stick to the giveaway, what the giveaway prizes are. First place is a $25 Amazon gift card, and then I'll have a second, 2 runners up for $10 Amazon gift cards. And probably first place, I am going to send like a trio of fancy guppies to the first place winner. So maybe some plants or something too, because I'm kind of got a lot of Java moss, a lot of guppy grass and stuff like that, or Naha grass. Dexy Stewart says, what should I get for my 55-gallon tanks? Honestly, Dexy, that's up to you. You could get fancy guppies. You could do African cichlids. It all depends on what your budget is and what you're trying to get into. You could do plecos in there. You could make a 55 for-profit tank. I just don't know if you're interested in trying to sell like fancy guppies, plecos, stuff like that with it. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different things you can do with it. I mean, a 55-gallon with a ton of guppies would be awesome. Same with like shrimp and stuff in there. Let's see. Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you, says Sean. If you're referring to me, I'll work on my racks when I get back from Vanuatu. Lumpy Dog, I've had a rough couple weeks. Yeah, same here. That's why I haven't done much. I mean, I gamed once, I think, this week. And even that, I only played like 2 games, and then I called it for the night. Me too. Dexy, can you enter me for the giveaway? All you got to do, Dexy, is right-click on that link, open it up in a new tab, and just comment. That's all you have to do because you're already subbed and liked the video. Rico's new from Ryan Malcolm. Rico's 4K giveaway contest. Oh yes, that's a new thing. My budget is $75. Sean Nebula says, I heard the $1 per gallon is coming back this month. I'll have to check that out because if there's a $1 per gallon going in Burlington, Vermont, I can use that to get some more 20 longs or 20 highs or something like that. Let's see. Lumpy Dog says I throw away handfuls of guppy grass every 2 weeks, and all my live breeder tanks have it, and it loves my water conditions. Yeah, it's like once I got rid of the duckweed, it was really small, and within 2 weeks it exploded, and it was from one side of the tank completely to the other, and it's pretty thick. I'm surprised the beta can even swim around in there. That's how thick the guppy grass is. I also have like a huge clump of Java moss, which I'm probably going to move to another tank from the 22 Beaufront. Just because I put 2 or 3 other big plants in there, and it just kind of looks horrible just sitting in the thing. It's not letting me comment. Really weird. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me check. I might have to check that video out. Maybe too many people spammed the same thing over and over, and it locked the comments out. Give me a sec. It's only got 156 views and 39 likes. Hmm. I'm just waiting for the comments to load. Give me a second. Really? All right, my comment went through, so give me 1 second. I just want to pin that, so don't forget, pin it. All right. Let's see. Let me go to the comment section for this video. I got 128 comments. All right, so that's 750 sub giveaway. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just putting that over there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Lumpy Duck says thanks. Can you tell me how to enter again? Let's see. Dexy, all you have to do is comment on that video for that link. Gary's Aquatics says, my guppy grass has not gotten any bigger since I got it 5 months ago. What am I doing wrong, guys? Good lighting, good ferts, and root tabs in my tanks. What am I doing wrong? Chaz's Fish Channel. Is it weird that I'm listening while I'm playing poker? What's up, Chaz? Long time no see, buddy. How you been? Lumpy Duck says, congrats on 100 subs at Thirsty Rabbit. Give me 1 second. Let me go to comments. Academia Aquatica says it's not even a hyperlink for me, but it's probably. Or hi, Captain. Hi, everyone. Says Allison Chains. Hi, Allison. Great new name. Yep. Check. Subjushan. Love the name Allison Chains. I smile every time I see it. What video? It's in the description here. I'll post the link. Likely spam. Hold on. Let me see what's in here. What's up, DPK? How are you? All right, I approved all that, all those comments. Publish comments. Hi, Cappy. Hi, Allison, and everyone. Bye, Thirsty Rabbit. Hi, Lumpy Dog. Hey, DPK. Everyone's saying came by real quick for a bit. The Chaz Fish Channel says I was working, then I got bored and I quit, so I have time for new projects again. DPK. Hi, Gary. Hi, Chaz. Pro Team Aquatics. What's up? How are you doing, buddy? Gary's Aquatics says, hey, Chaz. Hey, hi, Gary. Savage. I guess I can't enter. It will not go to the page. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. DPK Fish Aquariums doing so fixing the 55-gallon tall. I just finished resealing it for the second time. The first time got bubbles, so redid it. Link worked for me, no problems. Chaz's Fish Channel says, okay, guy, if I make over 100 tonight playing poker, I'm buying wild call discus. Chaz, don't forget about my friend check, buddy. Cecilia's Hobby says, hi, everyone. Chaz's Fish Channel says, Jason with the Grope Van. New England Endler says, I'm not here. Protom Aquatic says, hi, I am fine, Captain. Hi, Chaz. Academia Aquatic says, well, link in the chat work for me. Got my comment in. Sup, fam. Curly Bunny EMT says, meow, Brian. Meow, right back. Right meow. Hey, DPK. Hey, Turbo. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's saying hi to each other. All right, so let's go to all, let's see, 750 sub video. Where is it? Here we go. What's up, Island Queen? Hi, Captain. Hi, everyone. Whoop. Wow, 20 in the house now. Thank you, guys. It's greatly appreciated. I truly appreciate everyone stopping in. Really? 404. Okay. So I'm watching that video. So if anyone's comments get held for review, I'll just auto approve them. I was the reseal. Captain got a new mic. No, the same mic I've used. I just put it on a boom closer to my face so you guys can hear me easier. Comes in clearer. Curly Bunny AMT, I'm with Aquarium Cop now. He says, hi, all. Cool. Still not working. I give up. Gary's Aquatics says, we love you, Cappy. Capty, after a Pro Team Aquatics captain after a long time. What do you mean after a long time? The king of DIY, first time here. Hey, what's up, Joey? How you doing, bud? Love the channel. Love watching your videos, man. Hello, the king is in the house. Hi, Joey. Lumpy Dog says that turbo fish. I got 17 billion koi, sealed a swordtail fry. Wish they were Bitcoins. Laugh out loud. How are yours doing? Yeah, I have a ton of guppies. DPK Fish Aquarium says I went bad the first time, so I reseal it again today. Jason, the first time I reseal it, found bubbles, so didn't want to risk it again. Joey in the house, the king of DIY. Hello, everyone loves Joey. Let's see. Fish Tropic, Stingrays, Joey. Hey, Joey. Laugh out loud. King of DIY, I'm a subscriber. Pro Team Aquatics. I mean after many days you were streaming? Yes, I am streaming after many days away. I just got busy. Was a rough couple weeks, so Lumpy Dog says, Joey is not bad for Canadian, laugh out loud. Too polite for his own good. Scott, Schoontown Aquatics says, hi, everyone. Fishtown, whatever Jason said. Fish Tropic, hi, everyone. Make sure you guys sub up to each other. It helps out the Fish fam. It's greatly appreciated. King of DIY. Wow, we got a lot of people in here tonight. Thank you again. I truly appreciate everyone watching. So other updates. So I said for anyone that's just joining, I have a 150 gallon stock tank that I'm putting in actually in tomorrow in the corner. Maybe I'll try to do a live stream tomorrow before work, but I can't guarantee it. So I'm going to move this chair after I'm done with this live stream, get the lazy boy out of here, set that up. And then above the stock tank, I'm going to build a rack to hold 20 longs. I figure I can put 8 or 9 20 longs above the 150 stock tank. I was thinking of doing a pond, but I don't know. They're running about the same price as if I was to do an indoor pond. So I don't know. I mean, I have it on order. It doesn't hurt to have a 150 gallon stock tank, especially for like $65, $70. Hit the fish map too. Yeah, definitely. Academia Aquatics says, thanks for the sub, AC. Aquatics, got you back. Hit the fish map too. Chains. Can we smash that like button, Fish fam? Curly Bunny says, Jason, consider it smashed. Yeah, make sure you guys hit each other up. It's a great way to support each other. Also, the 125, which should be popping on the light anytime now. I have some more driftwood that I'm prepping. I'm just sanding it down to dry it out. The lake's uncovered, and I found a lot of cool driftwood. I'm going to add it into the 125. I got some driftwood for the 22 bow front, or this awkward size bow front. I'm going to actually add a log into the 55-gallon cichlid tank. The King of DIY says, no super chat option here. Odd, what's up with that? Joe, it's because I don't have 4,000 view hours yet and 1,000 subs. That's why. Plus, I don't have that cool little check mark like you do. It's the thought that counts. Oh, AC Aquatic says it's an option, Joe. He doesn't have it on yet. I can't turn it on. Yeah. I don't have 1,000 subs yet. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. And Molly is trying to go after the puffer and other fish. The King of DIY says you can't even make a couple bucks from you. Yeah, you can, but you could, you know, if you're trying to donate, no, you don't have to, but it's greatly appreciated. You can hit my PayPal, or you can do it. Check me out on Patreon or whatever. I have those in there. Actually, let me check my settings. I'm just curious. I'm not that far away. I only need about 300 subs and about 400 hours total of view time, and then I'll be at 4K watch for the last year. So go to the YouTube settings. Curly Bunny, I got you. Please, Joey. Joey. DPK says you will reach it next. Reach it, Dexy. Just keep interacting in chat. Interacting in chat with everyone. You'll get it there. Academia Aquatica says, sing us a song, Fish Tropic. Island Queen says, Dexy, please don't bug Joey on the stream. Send Captain a blank check. Right? That'd be funny. Chaz's Fish Channel. Gary's Aquatic says, yeah, Fish Tropic sings for us. Yep. Cecilia's Hobbies. Molly, leave the puffer alone. Actually, the puffer doesn't even bother with Molly. The puffer will swim to the surface, look at Molly, and then swim back down. Let's see your dog, Cappy. Sure. Let me see if I can't get her. Hold on. If I can get my mic out of the way, give me a sec. And let me put the link in the chat for if anyone who wants to join the Hangout. Again, real quick. Copy. Hey, Joey. It's greatly appreciated, but you don't have to. I'm just here to have fun and try to share the little bit of knowledge that I have. And there goes my camera. Trying to show Molly. Hey, girl, come here. Molly. Hi, girly girl. Here's Miss Molly. Sorry for all the shaking. Come on, Molly. You got stinky breath. At least they can't smell that in the stream. Hi. Yes, hi. She missed me. She had to stay home from work today. My truck's in the shop, so I have a rental, so I'm not bringing my doggy to work with me over the last week and a half. So there's Molly, but back to the live stream. Make sure you check out the King of DIY. He's a cool guy. Gets a lot of great videos. It's in the description, Joey. It's right below. If you're interested in supporting the stream, please click the link below. Here, I'll post it. Paste. Oh, why did it do that? Hold on. Copy link address, paste. Why did it do that? That's weird. Let me see what that does. Give me 1 second. Yep, it goes to me. Okay, so back. No big deal. I'm not really worried about it, Joey. I appreciate it, though. The thought that counts. Give me a second, guys. I closed the page by accident. Good golly, Miss Molly. Hi, Joey, King of DIY. We love seeing you on Coney Island. Fish Tropic says, if you're down with Cappy, hit that like button and get happy. Streaming Friday night. Please don't fight. Share and like, and please enjoy. Good old Molly. Thank God for not having a smell-o-vision. Laugh out loud. DPK says, cool, you finally getting the truck fixed, Cappy? Yeah, I got forced into it. So, yeah. Dexy Stewart says, oh, my God, I just got 29 subs. One more till 30. Cecilia's Hobby says, I need a link to the fish map. All right, the fish map, Fish Keepers map. That says fishkeepersmap.com, I think. Really? I don't even have it in there? Weird. Okay. What's up, Big J? Give me 1 second and I'll share the link to the fishkeepersmap.com. Pretty sure it's fishkeepersmap.com. Nope. Give me 1 second. What's up, Big J? Let's see. Big J says, my fish are growing like nuts. Laugh out loud. Lumpy Dog says, the What Spot picked up my latest unboxing video and posted it on their Facebook page. I'm almost famous. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's awesome. Chaz's Fish Channel, man, I'm angry. I took off my pants now and I can't find my wallet. Why can't I gamble? All my profits will go to fish. Jesus. Chaz, TMI. Let's see. Subreddit you. Shout out, please, Elijah Phillips. Please don't ask for a shout out. I do actually shout out everyone that's currently in the fish channel. So let me do that real quick. For everyone watching, thank you, AC Aquatics, for watching. Academia Aquatica, Big J Aquatics and Vape, Cecilia's Hobbies, Chaz's Fish Channel, Curly Bunny EMT, Dexy Stewart, Elijah Phillips, Fish Tropic, Gary's Aquatics, Lumpy Dog, New England Endler, Pro Tim Aquatics, Scown Town Aquatics, the King of DYI, and Turbofish. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, guys. So back to the fish room. The 150 or the 125 behind me is going to get a couple new inhabitants. I have 2 more Oscars that I'm going to be putting in the big 125. I've actually, they're about 8 inches long. They're coming from a rescue. Since the PetSmart is the local place near me, I told them to keep me in their thoughts if anyone ever donated big fish that they couldn't house anymore. Let me give me a heads up because they'll keep them for free. They won't sell them for obvious reasons. So they just told me they got 2 8-inch Oscars that they're looking to rehome because they're just taking up space and they wanted to get them out of there. So I'll probably pick those 2 guys up. I think one's a male, one's a female. Pick those up this weekend on Sunday. Add them to the 125, so that'll give me 5 Oscars in the 125. When I get the 125 or 150 gallon stock tank set up, I'm going to move the Oscars out of that big tank. That big 125 is going to get rescaped. I'm going to move the majority of my plants out of these other tanks, the extras, and I'm going to put them in the 125. I'm going to move the Fahaka puffer out of the 20 long that it's currently in, or sorry, the tote that it's still in that I haven't moved into the 40 breeder. That's going in the 125. I'm going to put some fancy guppies in the 125, a bunch of snails, a ton of plants. I'm moving all the super red plecos into the 125. That's just going to become a straight up 125 gallon for-profit tank with the big Fahaka puffer eventually. Let's see. I missed a bunch of chat. Gary's Aquatic says, what about my brother? Dexy Subjo brother. Gary's Aquatic says, I need to spend more time on my channel. Seriously, guys, laugh out loud. Hey, you know what? Just start try to get a video out each week. That's a good goal. 1 video a week and be consistent with that. And then try to get 2 out, and then try to do a live stream, integrated live stream. Remember, you can live stream from a smartphone. So the Lumpy Dog says, this is not the pants free live stream at Chaz's Fish Channel. DPK Fish Aquarium's been sharing that a lot. The Fish Keepers map. Yep. Laugh ass off, Lumpy Dog. Fish Tropics is, yep. Chaz's Fish Channel is, it's just good. It's just, I see the captain and my pants fall down. Chaz, you're funny. Big J Aquatics and Vape, make sure you're subbed, you're all to YouTube is acting up. Laugh out loud. Yep. Turbofish, thank you. Chaz's Fish Channel says, it's the Woody. Gaddis Aquatic says, this guy here. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, Island Queens, we need a link to the Fish Keeper map on the FishFam Facebook group. Well, Chaz is in the channel. He can give you the link to the channel. DPK Fish Aquarium says, you never change, brother. Always funny. Yeah, right? Chaz, he's a hoot. Dexy Stewart says, let's try to make it to 50 subs before my birthday on April 2nd. Dexy Stewart, you'll be there in no time, especially if you keep stopping in here. Gary's Aquatics, how long before you get the tanks on that rack beside you, Cappy? Actually, I'm going to work on that this weekend. I told my son doesn't know it yet, but he's not on his tablet at all this weekend. unless he's helping me move the 10 gallons. The 2 10-gallons right here and the 3 in my bedroom, and that one that's in the kitchen, they're all getting set up on this shelf right here. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 6 10 gallons. I'll put one on this shelf right here. Heather Varuna Aquatics is in the house. Big J Vapes Aquatics says here, same here. Locally shops got my phone on call for laugh out loud for big fish. I just offered, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have anyone that gives us a phone number because they got a lot of big fish that they're trying to get rid of." Big J, my Jag is so beautiful. Oh my God, overnight, wow. Lumpy Dog says that Dexy Stewart just keep participating in live streams and you get there without having to beg. Protein Aquatic says here it's Saturday. That's awesome, Protein. Turbo Fish says putting on a rack together tomorrow, wish me luck, DIY or DIY style. Good for you, Turbo Fish. I will be putting a rack together myself after I get the 125. It's a 150-gallon stock tank setup. AC Aquatic says thanks, New England. Fish Tropic says, if you like the stream, hit the share button and lean. Capo is in the house. Sit down, shut up, because the captain is here. CA. Lumpy Dog says, well, hello, Mr. Big Vape J. Gary's Aquatic says, yeah, try to join as many chats as I can as possible, Dexy. DPK says, okay, maybe that's for the Fish Keeper map. How do I do a live stream? Dexy, all you do is go into your settings. Make sure you're set up for live streaming. It's in the on your channel. You'll see your icon for your channel. So you'll click on it, and then you just go to settings. And in the settings, if it's not turned on, turn it on. Then you go to the live streaming tab, and you just create a new live stream, and you can label it and all that. Error. All right, whatever DPK posted, it's errored out. So, what's up, Big J? Let's see. Big J's Aquatics and Vapes. I'm a year and a half in, and I'm at 1.3K subs. Takes a lot of work. Yeah, I remember when Joey. I think I subbed up to Joey when he was below 20,000 subs. When he had his fish form DIY or DIY fish forms going. I think I'm still subscribed to it and everything like that. Can't remember. Fish Tropic says, Chaz, laugh out loud. Gary's Aquatic says, yeah, I know, right, Captain? I need to have more than one video every so often when I feel like it, laugh out loud. No, the thing is you got to, they say a good principle if you want to grow your channel, one video minimum a week. Otherwise, you'll start losing more subs than anything. AC Aquatic says that's what how I'm doing it, making videos with my phone, one a week. Just got one out right before you came on. Academia Aquatica says error 404 on the link. Fish Tropic says Chazzy Pants. DPK says okay. The New England Endler says the link isn't working. Lumpy Dog Chaz was my first live stream. Yeah. DPK Fish Aquarium says let me see if I can see if I find another link. OG's Fish Room says, oh, wow, Captain, the King stopped by your channel. Cool. Yeah, it's awesome. I was surprised. You never see that. Such a huge, the largest, fish keeping channel on YouTube stops in. That's awesome. That's an honor. Appreciate it. Gotta love Joey stopping in on the little channels to see how they're doing. So anyone joining, don't forget to check the description. Check out the 750 sub giveaway. I'm at 716 subs right now, so I'm only 34 away from doing the giveaway. Whoever gets the $25 Amazon gift card, I'll be willing to send them a trio of fancy guppies, maybe some plants too. Part of that first place win. What's up, OG? AC Aquatic says, everybody make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button. OG's Fish Room says, hey, Gary. Hey, Heather Varuna Aquatic says, thanks, AC. I forgot to hit the like. There it goes. Let me check that link. DPK, your sale yet? It's Big J Aquatics and Vape. I never thought I would have 1.3K. Wow, this is too much. Yeah, I never thought I'd have 716 subs, to be honest with you. It's been a trek. DPK Fish Aquarium says, yep, I did that earlier today, Jason. Sweet. DPK Fish Aquarium says, last time it did seal right. It didn't seal right. Had to redo it. Dexy Stewart says, is it weird that I'm sitting in my hot tube while watching this? No. The New England Endler says, bummer, I need Facebook account to see map. Not going to do that. No, you don't need Facebook. It's not on Facebook. It's on Google Maps. Oh, yeah. I think you sub in through Facebook. Heather Vern Aquatic says, yep, I try for the at least one video a week, working on one right now. Wow, listen to you. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for stop watching while you're editing. DPK Fish Aquarium says, it didn't seal right the first time, but this time I know we'll made it for sure. No bubbles or gaps in the seal. Big J Aquatics and Vape says, I put out too many videos, laugh out loud. Well, the thing is, Big J, you need the videos to keep growing, but at the same time, if it's a video that you don't think will do all right, it's probably not going to do all right. So, I mean, you can have a ton of videos with small number of views, but if your channel's all over the place, you'll grow extremely slow. Fish Tropic says, Chaz was my first grape fan. Ask DPK, laugh out loud, no lie. Gary's Aquatics, no such thing, Big J. Big J's hot, laugh out loud. DPK Fish Aquariums, yep, that's true, Jason. You know it. Gary's Aquatic, I wish I would stop by my channel. Oh wait, you have to do live streams first, right? DPK says Miller High Life. That's Miller Light. Nice try though. DPK says hashtag damn time. That's right. Academia Aquatica says so wrong, DPK. That word should never be used unless you're describing cake. Laugh out loud. Hashtag 420. Laugh out loud. DPK. Hashtag moist cake. Where are we going, guys? Fish Tropic says water changes, gas exchanges, testing water. It's the Savage on the water. Almost hashtag nam time. Grab your beer and chill. Captain Savage on the weekend is here. Protein Aquatics says hi. Susan for SLC Aquatics says hi, Brian. Oh, Susan, I will have a video coming out on that calendar. I've had it in my actually it's in my truck, and my truck's getting fixed. So when I get my truck back, I'll do kind of like an unboxing or unveil of the calendar and show some of the months off. And thanks again for that contest. It was pretty sweet. Big J's Aquatics and Vape says, did you all see my new tattoos? Laugh out my logo is on my arm. Laugh out loud. That's cool. DP Quiz says MTS for life. Yeah, definitely. Wow, the chat is moving quick. Dexy Stewart says, I do one video a day, but I have not done one in a week because my uncle died. I'm sorry again about that, Dexy. Big Japes, J Aquatics and Vape. Susan's Gary's Aquatics says, I must be slow. What's the map for? It's so you know who might live next to you, where you could go and do like a fish room tour, maybe create a video on it or meet up, kind of have a meet and greet. Hey, get down. Bad girl. Lay down. Down. She's hopping up on my kitchen table to look at the super red plecos in my 20 long on the fish kitchen table. Yep, DPK's got it right. Is you see who's near you from Fish Keepers, but it doesn't show your address, just the town. Yeah, no, that's cool. But you can, with having the town, you can see who's close. Maybe you guys can meet up. This like Dank Tanks is one of the closest people to me. We just haven't had a chance to meet up. Lumpy Dog says that Susan for SLC Aquatics, you're planning on breeding any of those cute little angels when they mature. Big J Aquatics and Vape, since vape and fish, my videos are hit and miss, laugh out loud. DPK Fish Aquarium says, you're welcome, Cecilia. IPS Highlight Mushrooms, I don't know you, but you're cool. Well, thank you, IPS. Dexy Stewart says, I'm sorry, so sorry for I'm annoying, but now that there's a lot of people, can I have a shout out? Yeah, check out Dexy Stewart's channel. She's got a pretty cool channel. Gets a couple fish tanks. Gary's Aquatics says, hi, IPS. Let me give a shout out to everyone that's in the channel currently. Excuse me. Big J Aquatics and Vape. Get to see Celia's Hobbies, DPK Fish Aquariums, Dexy Stewart, Fish Tropic, Gary's Aquatics, IPS Highlight Cat Mushrooms, Lumpy Dog, Pro Tim Aquatics, Susan for SLC Aquatics. Make sure you sub up to each other. It helps out the fish fam. Hey, Dexy, you just hang out here. People naturally sub up to your channel. So if you don't mind, not that you're ticking me off or anything, you don't have to ask. I'm just going to tell people to make sure they sub each other. Dixie Sue says, sorry, I've asked you 3 times. It's all cool. Just take it easy. Don't worry. I'll shout you out when I see you in here, Dexy, okay? Academia Aquatics says, I need to start a Facebook page so I can get on that map. You don't need to start a Facebook page. You just need a Facebook account. It's free. So DPK Fish Aquarium says, it's K, just didn't want you to get in trouble. Gary's Aquatic says, you're cool. We all want to be on top. Dexy, laugh out loud. Big J Aquatics and Vape, I feel like my black Pacu is more like than me. Yeah, just like Molly is more like than me on my own channel. Everyone wants to see Molly. No one's here for me. Everyone's here for Molly. That's why probably this summer, excuse me, I will be doing hiking. I'm just waiting to get a good, decent action camera. I'll be doing hikes, and Molly will have her own hiking channel. Dexy Stewart, yeah, Gary's Aquatics, laugh out loud. Hey, Big J, when are you, I know you got the Pacu and stuff in that. I know, what was it, a 90-gallon? When are you upgrading those tanks to get a big boy tank, like a 125, 150, 200, something like that? Or you're looking into it? Because I know those Pacus get huge. I just hate to see you run out of space and they become aggression, you know? Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with your tanks. I was just curious. Because I know those Pacu will put on, what, 3 or 4 more inches in size at least. Dexy Stewart says, will you do that chat in the morning? If so, what time in Canada hours? What chat? Do a chat in the morning? Oh, a live stream? If I do a live stream, it'll probably be 10 or 11 o'clock my time, East Coast time. So it all depends on where you are in Canada. If you're in the West Coast, I'm not sure what time it is in Canada. I assume they're 3 hours behind, like California. New England Endler says, I just added myself to the map. I didn't need Facebook account to do it. No, you got to go in there. Just put your address and your name. You can link your YouTube channel there too. So if people click on it, it'll take you to the YouTube channel. Academia Aquatica says, laugh out loud. Facebook is never free. Maybe monetarily, but you pay with a little bit of your soul. Laugh out loud. DPK Fish Aquarium says, Molly is mine. I'm not sharing, only with Kathy because I have no choice. Carlos, you're funny. Heather Varun Aquatics says, I would love to see Molly on her own channel. You know, the funny thing is, when I did that one quick short hike with Molly, it's like it got 125 views in like an hour or two. And I think I only had like 250 people. I was like, holy crap. Is that telling me I'm doing the wrong thing? Do I just need to make a Molly channel only? Gary's Aquatics says Molly's daily adventures, laugh out loud. Actually, I'm waiting on 2 small 1080p action cameras that are 30 frames a second. Not really quick frames, but there's a harness that I make for a dog. I'm gonna put one on Molly, and I'm gonna videotape or have her do a video of when I'm up. Excuse me. Like 100 minutes of video in the life of Molly, and then I'll edit it and put it up. Cecilia's hobbies, haha, me too, Heather. Let's give Molly a channel of her own. Dexy Stewart, Williams Lake in Canada. DPK Fish Aquariums, that's Central Time. Laugh out loud. Lumpy Dog, Dexy, be careful posting specifics about location. Just my 2 cents. DPK Fish Aquarium says I'm learning from Jason, Canadian slang. Thank you for posting that, Jason. I appreciate it. Fish Tropic posted my Patreon account. Check that out if you're interested in supporting the channel. Cecilia's Hobbies says I love nature hikes with pets. Gary's Aquatics, yeah. See, the 2 little action cameras that I got are 30 frames per second, and they can let the battery last 100 minutes on them. So, and I do have actually in preparation, I do have a couple cards for them, SD cards, 32 gig, because that's what they can hold up to. Really? What the heck is this? Someone that's commented. I'm just trying to see what the hell they're commenting about. Excuse me. Wow, a comment on a really old video that I did. Hold on. March 12th of 2017. Now I see what they were commenting about. DPK Fish Aquarium says you got to do a river hike, Cappy. Yeah, definitely. Fish Tropic says check out the date. Check out an update Wednesday with video with Savage. Yep. DPK, right? And get some good footage. Yeah, I got a lot of streams and lakes and stuff around here. So, Dexy Stewart, I am very, very inspiring, Brian. I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm very inspiring. Is that what you're saying? Excuse me. Fish Tropic says, do you want to be Cappy's pal? Check out PayPal, Captain Savage Aquatics, Big J's Aquatics and Vape. I still like the king, cool guy. I know we had a few words back and forth when I started my channel, but that's all in the past. Fish Tropics is extra tasty, guys. Laugh out loud. Dixie Stewart says, what time did you see your time? 10 a.m. If I'm going to do a live stream, I can't guarantee it. It'll actually won't be at 10. It'll probably be at 11. And it'll probably go for an hour. That might be of me just setting up the tank, maybe filling it up with water, but that's it. Because I got to get some sponge filters and other filter media in there. And I'm gonna, if I believe it's a 150-gallon stock tank. If it's a 125, I don't care. I want to let it cycle for a bit before I'm gonna move the fish out of there. From that 125, I'll put those in the stock tank. DPK Fish Aquarium. So be right back. I got to use the water change room. Yep. Fish Tropic says, check out the King of DYI channel. Please sub to each other. YouTube. Check out Joey. Geo Aquariums is in the house for the stream. Oh, okay. Geo's Aquarium says that map is super cool. Digging all the with Wisconsin Fish Keeper. What's up? Cheeseheads. Check out DPK's Aquariums. Get your breed on. Excuse me. Big J's Aquatics and Vape says my new Uh, 200-gallon will be soon. Just bought a new 2013 GMC Terrain. Dexy Stewart says I have to go. Anyone that's not subbed up to Dexy, make sure you sub her up before she takes off for the night. Thank you for stopping in, Dexy. I truly appreciate it. Have a good night. Sorry. Gary's Aquatics, you know, that's funny. And remember to give Cappy your money so he can get rid of those ghetto headphones. Laugh out loud. Yeah, well, you know what? This is so I can use the ghetto headphones. I duct taped them. I just use these headphones for gaming anyway, so. Lumpy Dog leaving comments on your 5-year-old videos from Brian. Priceless. Ah, yeah, right? That was one of my first videos. Geez, that was 5 years ago. Holy sh! Yeah, that was a long time ago. When I was probably cleaning and reselling that 125. Big Jabe, just want to say, all y'all, thanks for the support y'all gave me. God bless y'all. Yeah, same to you, Big J. Gary, laugh out loud, no problem, Big J. It's all about supporting the fish fam. Ooh, little lag. Why is there lag? I don't like lag. New England Endler says, the next time the wife drags me to Granville, New York, maybe we can meet halfway and I will buy some plants off you. Yeah, anything. That's cool. Yeah, whatever. Look forward to that. Well, also, New England Endler, my parents live in Massachusetts. That's where I'm originally from. So I do stop in there 2, 3, 4 times a year to visit with my parents for like a week or two here and there. So if you're in up near Massachusetts, I can meet up with you too. Fish Tropics says Big J. Gary's Aquatics is saying Fish Tropics. Honestly, honesty is brutal. Laugh out loud. Cecilia's Hobby says, awesome, Big J. You're welcome. Excuse me. So let's see. What did I cover? Oh, yeah, I covered the 150 or 125 or 150 stock tank that I'm picking up tomorrow. I'm going to be setting up draining all the 10 gallons down to like an inch of water and then moving them with my son to the rack here. No, if you want to help Cappy get a new set of headphones, donate to PayPal. That way, Patreon doesn't hit as hard, or Patreon kind of hits a little hard sometimes. I think it's like 5% they take, but awesome, Big J, you're welcome. Big J Aquatics and Vape. Really wish the King was still here. So laugh out loud so I could say sorry again. Laugh out loud. DPK Fish Aquarium says, "Hey Gary, those are classic 1980s headphones. Said hip hop hippie to hippie hip hop, and you don't stop and rock it out." Bubba to bring in the bang bang boogie, yeah, to that boogie. All right, I can do some Kid Rock. I like Kid Rock. That'd be nice. Laugh out loud. Gary's Aquatics says, laugh out loud. Fish Tropics was gonna leave a link, but it won't let me. Cappy pay us. What else is going on? Yep. Oh yeah. If you didn't hear me when I was earlier in the stream, I had a couple fish jump out of tanks on me, but that's been remedied. My one of my shabunkins jumped out of the 18-gallon tote. It was on the floor covered in dog hair, so washed that off real quick, and it's currently in my 22 bow front. living like a champ. It just had a slight twitch left in the tail, so I was lucky enough to nurse it back to health. And then I had one of the large rainbows jump out of my 22 bow front through the smallest crack. So I had to pick him up and clean him or her off. Dixie Stewart says, I'm back. Had to get out of the hot tub. Laugh out loud. Yep. You have the power. Okay, Dixie. He-Man, the power of Cappy Skull. That's funny. Funny times. All right. Let me check something out real quick. Thunder, Molly. Oh. Lumpy Dog says, Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. Yeah, right. Gary's Aquatics says, gotta go, guys. Great content. Captain, remember to smash that like button on your way out. People, good night, Fish Fam. All right, Gary's Aquatics, take it easy. Dixie Stewart says, how much longer will you be streaming for? I will probably stream till midnight, so about 45 more minutes. Oh, yeah, let me throw a link in the chat for the Google Hangouts if anyone wants to join. Get a convo going. Maybe I'll stay longer if people are willing to join the Hangout. DPK Fish Aquariums, much love. Gary, thank you for stopping by. Gary's Aquatics says, coming soon. Fish Tropic says, welcome to all. All are welcome. Savage, the veteran, is here to set off like Leplin. Headphones from Iraq. Ask Cappy. The headphones took a bullet direct. Don't forget to snipe that bell. You too, DPK. Okay. Bye, guys. I'm out. All right. Gary's Aquatics. Have a good night, buddy. Maybe I'll catch you tomorrow after work. You guys, honestly, I can't wait till the actions come in. Camera comes in, because Molly, how she always likes to stare at the toad. I'm just gonna put one on her every time I live stream, just to see the shot she gets of the different fish swimming around in the toad. Hey, get out from behind me. Pain in the ass dog sometimes. Lady Gary, peace out, Gary. Gaddis Aquatics. Now we got 19 people in the house. Thank you. I appreciate that. And if you're here, make sure you type something in the chat, because I like to do a shout out to everyone that's watching the channel. So let's see. So get your comments in the chat, especially those lurkers that are here. All right, let's do a shout out for the participants. DPK Fish Aquariums, Dixie Stewart's, Academia Aquatica, Fish Tropic, Gaddis Aquatics, Gary's Aquatics, Lumpy Dog, Protein Aquatics. Really, not a really big list there that time. Mark's Arts Aquarium says, hi, Brian. How everyone? Welcome, Mark's Arts Aquariums. Academia Aquatica, anyone keep Bettas? My koi female swimming with her nose up and her tail down. She seems to be having trouble staying afloat, swims up to the surface for a gulp of air, then sinks like a rock. Could be her swim bladder issue. Try feeding her some green beans and stuff that might clear her out. Take a look. I don't know. Sometimes they just do that, though. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Dixie Stewart says, my grandma's stoking me on the live stream, making sure I'm not saying anything I'm not supposed to. What are the parents do to protect? What are parents to do to protect us? Laugh out loud. Geo Aquarium says lurking. Academia Aquatica says hashtag Lurk Squad. Mark's Arcs Aquarium says hi, Jason. Academia Aquatica says hi, Mark's Arcs Aquariums. Sweet, sweet. So, all right, one more time, I'll bring up the 750 sub giveaway. I'm at 716 subs currently right now. So make sure you check out the description. Click the link to the video. Make sure you comment on that video. Make sure you subscribe if you like it. Please share it, but it's not required. Make sure you constantly comment to that, because the more times you comment, the better your chances of winning like the 3 prizes. First place is a $25 Amazon gift card. Second and third are 2 $10 gift cards, one for each person. Error, Hangouts, Cappy. Really? All right, give me a second. Let me see if I can't load up Hangouts. Oh. I gotta enable and re-enable the Google Hangout. God, there it goes. Okay, so let's see. H2Os. Let me grab that link real quick. All right, I just threw it into the Google Hangouts, Jason. Join up. Chaz's Fish Channel says, sup, Mark? Hi, Chaz. How's it going? Academia Aquatic says, thanks, Cap. Thanks, Chaz. That's what I was thinking. Chaz, get online, says Fish Tropic. Dexy's 2 says, so what should I put in my 55-gallon tank? Plains core. I'd say get some Anubias for the 55. It all depends on what you're putting in there. You can get Anubias, Java Fern, Java Moss. It all depends on your lighting for the 55 too, Dexy. You could do a bunch of different things. Fish Tropic says, join up. Chaz's Fish Channel. My light has gone. Need to fix the ceiling fan light. Mark's Arcs Aquarium says, Jungle Val. Jungle Val would be good. El Tropico is in the house. How you doing, buddy? Make sure my volume's up so I can hear Jason. Hey, Jason, when you have a chance, I want to make sure I can hear you in my headset. Lumpy Dog says, at Dexy Stewart, I don't know your aquarium skills, but libraries are fun and easy to keep. Mollies, platies, swordtails, etc. Dixie Stewart says, I also have to get a new light. My dad had dropped my lid by accident and broke the light. Well, is it the bulb or is it the light? Because if it's just the bulb, you can get a brand new bulb. Normally, the light fixture itself is pretty solid. So, Academia Aquatica says, my putter is not installing the Google Hangouts add-on on my computer. Otherwise, I'd be in there already. Just give it a second. You got to enable the extension. Try installing it. If it doesn't work, remove it and then try it again. You might have to close down and clear your browsing history out, like the cache, and then retry it.
Savage.
El Tropico is back in the house.
What's going on, Savage?
All right, I can't hear Jason. Hold on, let me make sure my sound settings are done. All right, so let's see.
I'm not sure if I can hear me.
Say something, Jason.
Yep.
I didn't hear anything. Let me try again.
It's pretty loud. Is it loud? Can you guys hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. Now I can hear you, Jason.
There you go.
Yeah, this had to change it to default for some reason. No video today, Jay? Or are you eating or something?
Just chilling out.
Just chilling out?
Yeah. I was just watching your Oscar fish do barrel rolls.
She loves to do barrel rolls. Academia Aquatica says it's been verifying installation since the first time you posted the link. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I would restart it, Academia Aquatica. Excuse me. Chaz's Fish Channel says El Presidente de Tropico.
Chaz, where you at? I'm calling Chaz out. Chaz has to come out.
Well, he's at a poker thing, so he's just listening on his phone or something.
Well, I know he's not in no casino on his phone because they don't let you on your phone if you're gambling.
Chaz's Fish Channel says sounds fine. Susan for SLC Aquatic says nighty night, everyone.
Night, Susan.
Night, Susan. Have a good night. Academia Aquatica says I hear him, but I don't see anything. New Endler, England Endler says hi, bye, Susan. Big J Aquatics and Vape says going to bed, guys. Stay blessed, and I wanted to see y'all comment, laugh out loud. May God bless each one of y'all. Same to you. Dexy Stewart says bye. I have to go to bed. All right, Dexy, have a good night.
Oh, you're playing Poker Stars.
Yeah. Gaddis Aquatics says laters, Jay. I'm on.
Yo,
that
site steals your money.
Yeah. Well, actually,
you don't know how many times.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, I have friends that are like amazing poker players, and like they'll lose with like aces. They'll lose with just like the greatest hands.
Yeah.
On the river turn or whatever, you know, it's craziness.
Well, you actually can play against other players too, so.
Yeah, but
I know here in the U.S. you can't gamble money; it's illegal to do Poker Stars.
Even that though, man, it's still rigged. I think.
Yeah.
You'll win a few hands, but it's rigged to take your money.
Mm-hmm. Well, it all depends because
you got to play the high stake games.
Yep.
If you're playing the $6 games, yeah, you could probably make some money doing that, but it's going to take you forever. You need to go into the tournaments.
Yep. I've played in some of the tournaments before.
Yeah, and like I said, I bet you had nice hands and you lost with them.
No, I won with some of them. Two of the tournaments I played on Poker Stars, I ended up in the top 10. But at that time in the U.S., there was no cash reward. You know what I mean? So first place winner wins the trip to the actual Poker Stars network and gets a 10 grand buy-in.
Yeah,
for the actual win. That's how they got around some of that stuff.
Yeah, but you can go to casinos. You can go to casinos and join those tournaments. Some casinos hold them, so you're better off going to the casino and playing because at least it's happening right in front of you, right?
Chaz's Fish Channel says, "Yeah, I'm up 20. The goal is 100." And I get out of there at $20, man. You're gonna lose it. I know I would lose it.
I think buying at a regular poker table is what, $25?
Something like that. It all depends. Kyle's Wild World is in the house. Are we
Kyle.
placing fish tank bets?
I want
Like
Kyle to come out
who
on
has
the
the
stream.
most? No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I don't have a big enough apartment to join that type of gambling.
Sergeant Tank is in the house.
What's up, Jeremy? Long time no see. How you doing, brother?
I know. I haven't seen Jeremy in a while since his live stream from the other day.
I don't know if this link is going to transfer from Google Hangouts to YouTube. Even though, Google Hangouts is YouTube, Google owns YouTube. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Press it in, bro.
It didn't work the first time I used it, and then the second time I loaded it, it worked. So,
oh, okay.
I don't know, man. I think they need to work out the kinks in all of these platforms that they have out. So what's going on in the room?
In my room?
Yeah.
Preparing for the move of the fish tanks tomorrow. Excuse me. I had to have a Three Musketeer.
The red Pleco's doing the super reds.
I'm sorry?
What are the super reds doing?
They're back in the they're actually currently breeding right now. This out of the 20 long right now, I have 3 out of the 4 caves that I have in that 20 long. There's 2 super reds in there each. So they're getting ready to breed. The male, definitely one, no matter what, I know there's one male protecting, because if any of the fancy guppies in the tank get near the thing, the male moves out and pushes them away. So there's got to be babies in there or something.
What's going on?
Chaz's Fish Channel says, I thought up the most insane tank design. That's cool. KylesWildWorld says, am I supposed to come in? No, it's up to you, Kyle. I just threw out the link out there for anyone that wanted to join. Chaz's Fish Channel says, imagine a 55-gallon low boy. You add large rocks that form islands, and you place bonsai trees on the islands. Then you have a shoal of neon tetras. That'd be cool. That's actually an interesting tank design. Mark Zark's Aquarium says, Chaz, that would look cool, but bonsais are expensive. Yes, they are. A little out of my price range.
Yep. I don't know. I'm the type of person who likes to get things for free.
Same here. I'm a cheapskate.
Like, it's not even being cheap. Like, I like to take trimmings, whatever, if I can grow nothing. I've even gotten into the habit now. I'll buy a sick fish that I know I can cure quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's free. And take it, bring it home, pop it in the Q tank for a month or so, and it's good to go.
Mm-hmm. Just like the 2 8-inch Oscars that I'm rescuing this Sunday. I left my phone number, like a card that I made up a long time ago. Not for like the FishFam, but I left the card at my local PetSmart because I know people drop off big fish or this fish that they can't keep anymore, whether they're getting out of the hobby. But PetSmart can't sell them legally. So they have to give them away for free. So they called me yesterday and asked if I wanted 2 8-inch Oscars. And I'm like, sure. I'll take free fish.
Nice. 50 low boys are nice.
Yeah, they are. Gaddis Aquatics. Just got a
I
50
like
low boy, and I'm looking for my leopard gecko colony. Yep.
I like
Academia.
the tour that Lucas went on where the guy had circled vats
Mm-hmm.
and then he had the rock work coming out of it with the moss and everything. Yo, those circled vats are wicked.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that one. That was a cool thing. Where it was in like levels, and he had pumps to pump up
Yeah.
the water up. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Academia Aquatica says you could use immerse plants instead of bonsais. It would work just as well. New England Endler says begin frugal isn't being cheap, it's being smart. KylesWildWorld said try joining, but it didn't work. All right, let me see if I can't find you on Hangouts. Give me a second, Kyle.
Kyle wants to come and play with Cappy today.
Yep, let me see. Where's the search?
Chaz is out trying to win back the grape van.
Yeah, right.
Told him not to sell it, but you know, times were rough.
I got this fine one because I know Kyle joined a couple of my streams a long time ago.
I like Kyle's channel. Kyle's got a lot going on, and I wouldn't even call his house. It's a fish room now. It's a fish room. Like I said to Lucas, I commented on Lucas's stream. I'm like, uh-oh, better get Geico.
Right.
No wonder, and you know, the flood insurance.
Yeah, right.
I'm just wondering what that would be at.
All right, Kyle. I found a really old one. So as long as your thing's still you haven't changed your Google Hangout name, it should go to you.
Yeah, I just finished up my Prezi Pro treatment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Day 36 today. Now tomorrow I gotta do an 80% water change on everything, and everything should be doing just fine. Add back the 1 ppt of salt that I keep in all the tanks, and do that over 2 days. I don't want to put too much too quick.
Yeah, I have levamisol sitting in one of my carts. I gotta get some more. Not that I need it. Not that any of my fish are sick right now. Just to have it, you know. Yeah. Like to get it when it's on sale. So.
Yeah, I was thinking about giving them a round of levamisol next week, but I'm gonna give them a couple of weeks and see what happens because I had a fluke infection. I think it was a stage 2 fluke, the ones that actually stick on your glass.
Yeah.
So, you know, you get those ones, then you're dealing with a longer process of quarantining because it's not like a regular fluke, right?
Hey, KylesWildWorld. Just check your Google Hangouts. You should have a message in there. Because I just posted it to one of the old things where you joined.
Hey, Captain, do you have any Canoplex?
Canoplex?
Yeah.
I have Metroplex.
Oh, you got Metro?
Yeah.
What kind of Metro do you have?
I think the one you have to mix with food, it's a powder.
From CChem?
Yeah. Metroplex or whatever. It's somewhere.
Have you ever used it?
When I thought the fish had some stuff, I did.
Did it work?
As far as I know, it did.
Yeah. No deaths?
No.
Okay.
The only deaths I've had lately is from female guppies getting harassed so much that they get overwhelmed and they die.
Yeah.
And then if any female deaths I find like that, either go to the to crayfish and they just use their claws and cut it in half and each eat half of it, or they go to my my Oscars.
Yeah, it's funny now because I crank out so many more plecos than I do guppies.
Mm-hmm.
I just scoop up like 10 or 20 bristlenose, like little babies, throw them in where the angels are, and as soon as they go in, they go and stick on the glass, right?
Yeah.
And he just floats by and just goes bang, bang, bang. It's like they don't even know it hit them.
Oh, eating them.
Yeah.
Jeez, send some baby fry my way, man.
Hey, you got super reds.
Yeah, I know.
You don't need no calico bristlenose. You got super reds, man.
Yeah, that's okay. Doesn't hurt to breed a bunch of different plecos, right?
See, I won't do that with my longfin or any of the rare. I think rare plecos, just basic bristlenose plecos, I'll do it with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Makes
because
sense.
I have a huge overstock of them, and it's like to catch them it would take me like a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's funny because I have to reseal one of the tanks that they're all holding in, so I'm not looking forward to that.
No, I don't like resealing tanks myself, but when it's needed, you have to do it.
Yeah, I should
That's
have
what.
did it before I set up the other tank. I should have transferred all the fish to the fresh resealed and then resealed the tank that had all the fish in it.
Mark's Arcs Aquarium says, "Great stream, Brian. Later, everyone." All right, Mark's Arcs Aquarium. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping in and showing your support. Yeah, I gotta reseal my 55 that my cichlids are currently in. I gotta get the other 55 in here. I'm just literally gonna move the water over and then move all the substrate over and then move the fish over. You know what I mean? Literally swap
Yeah.
the tanks out because I gotta reseal this 55.
Are you gonna go with clear silicone or black silicone?
Clear, because that's what I have.
Yeah.
Yep. I like black silicone better though.
It was crazy. I went into one of the local fish stores and they wanted what, $29.99 for one tube of black silicone.
What?
Yeah.
Are they nuts?
I'm
I
standing
know
there.
black.
I'm like,
I know black's more expensive, but usually it's only $1 more. You know what I mean?
well, it's funny because I'm standing there and I'm looking over at some of the tanks, right? And I'm like, there's a 40-gallon there for like $80, and it's brand new, right? But the funny thing is, I found out this week. I actually measured my stacked tanks, and they're actually 36 by 12 and a half by I think like 18 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like the old Hagen dimensions, right? Because most of the stands that are out are 36 by 18.
Wow. So. Aquatic Jack, welcome.
Yeah, I'm a black screen.
Yep.
I'm not in the stream live.
Yeah, right. Chaz's Fish Channel says Briantal Pomote harmful to fish. I don't even know what the hell it is. Yeah, Dexy Stewart, Fish Tropic is a black screen because he's not doing any video right now. He's just just doing voice.
I wonder if I can do something.
Gaddis Aquatic says that's insane. $7 from the local hardware store for the black sealant. I just have 2 tubes of clear, so I'm not going to get new silicone when I have 2 full tubes. You know what I mean? Waste of money.
Yeah. Well, in Canada, you can go to Home Hardware and get 3 for like $20.
Yeah. See, I got the 2 tubes from my local pet store from here. And I think it cost me, I want to say 18 or $20 for 2 tubes of clear.
Yeah,
and I was paying more of a premium from this going to the local store. You know what I mean? Which I don't mind doing once in a while.
And I want to say to people too, if you're gonna reseal your fish tanks, make sure to buy more than one tube.
Oh yeah.
Like, you don't know how many people I've met who thought they were gonna reseal their tank with one tube.
Well, it all depends. If it's a 10-gallon tank,
Well, okay.
Depending on the size.
Anything like you never know because like you might mess up getting it out at first. You might lose some. You never know if it's your first time resealing a tank, right? You might not even know how to open the silicone bottle.
Dude, you should check out my old 5-year-old freaking resale. When I resaled the 125, I got 3 tubes of the silicone, right? I think it was the GE silicone 1 or whatever, without the fungicide or whatever, algicide in it, you know what I'm saying? And like 3 tubes was not enough for that 125.
Yeah.
I made a mess. Some of it, squeezes out by itself.
Let me guess, you didn't even tape the seams.
Oh, I taped it.
Oh, you taped it? How long did it take you to tape it?
I probably spent an hour taping. No joke, or more, an hour and a half.
I spent like a good 2 hours taping a 40-gallon.
Yeah. Time goes quick, but if you want it done right and not making a mess,
Well, see, the key is razor blades, man.
Oh, yeah.
You need like 20, 30 razor blades, nice sharp ones.
Oh, yeah. I just use that razor blade setup that you use to chip off old caulking and stuff from windows and stuff.
And then there's another tool you can buy at Walmart or whatever. It's an SC9 TV. It's that little caulking piece.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen it on TV, but you can go around your tiles, whatever. You can use that piece for your fish tank aquarium.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so it leaves a bubble-free, like just perfect seam, like it came out of factory.
Yep. And then if you're smart, you get one of those little tools for caulking the edges. You know what I'm talking about? If that's what you're talking about. That way you get that nice finish.
Yeah. It's the SC9 TV tool.
Yeah.
It comes in different sizes. So
honestly, for that 125, I found just using my finger because with the 125, the glass is so much thicker, so your seam's bigger. Mm-hmm. So I would just use my finger, like my index finger in this.
Like, I used my finger the first time I did it. I didn't like it because I kept getting silicone all over my fingers, right? Even though I was getting them wet so it wouldn't stick.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got the tool, and like any excess that I got off the tool, I would put it on a piece of cardboard for later if I needed it for the top seams. So
Sergeant Tank, so it's like, yeah, my finger is the perfect tool for like a 125 and stuff. I just honestly, I'm the type that's more hands-on. I'll just use my fingers to make the seams. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
And yes, acetone is very helpful. Very, very helpful when you're removing old silicone and new, cleaning up the edges,
I think DPK uses vinegar.
Yep.
I can't remember what I use. What the hell did I use? I think I used rubbing alcohol and something.
Yeah, I use nail polish remover because it's just acetone anyways. KylesWildWorld says, every time I tape, I put way too much on. I lose those little, I use those little tools or a wet paper towel. Yep. Aquatics says, yep, the silicone is smoother is an awesome tool. Yep, it is. It definitely is. But you know what? Learning the first time I looked at the King of DIY's video when I first got the 125, because the guy told me it had a leak in it, and he gave me the 125 for next to nothing. I think he charged me $20 for 125. He's like, it's going to need to be resealed because it does not hold water. And I found the seam that was bad and just redid it. But guess how long it took me to scrape all the old silicone out from the inside of the tank? Probably like 3 or 4 hours, if not more. How would silicone react to a hot air gun? I wouldn't do it. It would set up way too quick. I would not use a hot. I would not use a hot air gun. No way.
I went and looked at a fish tank today, Captain.
Yeah.
And you know how like most fish tanks, it has I guess it's like a cement glue that holds the tanks together before you put the silicone on.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have that. It just had silicone. Silicone all around it with no cement seals in the between the glass. I'm just like, wow. I'm like, yo, I'm like, fill it up for me. He's like, I can't. He was making excuses, and I'm like, okay, never mind. And I walked out. I'm like, whoever buys this, I don't know, man.
How big was the tank?
75 gallon.
And you could use all silicone, but that big of a tank, you need a middle brace, though.
Well, there was no middle brace. It looked like he just put it together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad, actually.
I mean, I know you can do like rimless aquariums, but you need a center brace for a big tank like that. There's no way around it.
Because like if it had the cement seals in between, I would have took it and just resealed it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've resealed. I took, believe it or not, before I got rid of that 125, after I resealed the inside, I took all the trim off for the 125, flipped it over, dug out all those, you know, the outside silicone off, and re-silicone that outside too. And then I put the trim back on, you know?
Yeah. So what kind of filters are you using nowadays?
Mostly sponge filters.
Mostly sponge?
Yeah, I mean, I do have the canister filters for the certain tanks. Now, like the hang-on backs for the 20 long on my kitchen table, I got 2 hang-on backs and a 40 breeder sponge in there. Just because if I see a sale for a hang-on back, depending on the brand name, I'll just pick it up if it's cheap, you know? Oh, you're saying a hot air gun to remove the silicone. Nah, razor blade, this works better.
Yeah.
Because then that shit becomes all gooey and it just gets everywhere.
Well, not only that, when your seams, when you know you're doing a resale, your seams are already floppy anyway.
Yep.
You could pretty much peel it right from the top down without a razor blade. You're just using the razor blade to clean it up.
Mm-hmm. KylesWildWorld, I heard pee works good to remove silicone. Just look at my shower silicone. Kyle. Anything 4 foot long or bigger should have a brace. Well, you can use a glass brace if you just want to do a rimless aquarium and put silicone on it, but you need a good piece of glass, though. I would use a thicker piece of glass, you know, that's required for the center brace.
I hate center bracing, man.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that because it just, I don't know. I just hate center bracings.
Well, it helps stop the bowing, though, for a big tank. I don't know. My center brace is broken on my 55 right now completely, and it's holding water just fine.
Well, the thing is, it's when you, like, when you're unfilling it and filling it, that's when it's doing the flexing, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not doing huge water changes on it, you're not going to stress your tank out too much.
No. That's the tank I'm going to reseal anyways. I'm just going to take the top brace completely off and put a glass brace in the middle, you know. Screw it.
So what? Kyle can't get on? Sergeant can't get on?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they just want to hang out and listen to us talk.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. What time is it? Is it almost NAM time?
NAM time? I don't know. KylesWildWorld says, got Aquatics. Yeah, I have bowed my 55 and 33 along with one. New England Angler says, can't complain about my Hague and Aqua Clear 50. On my 29, it works great. Yeah. No worky. Yeah. Just chilling to Sergeant Tank.
Hey,
yeah, I don't blame you. Yo.
Captain, you have a bow front?
The 22, yeah. Why?
The one that has the angelfish, right?
Yeah.
Does that have a brace?
Nope. Not at all. Why?
Oh man. Well, you would figure a bow front would have a brace because of
It's a
bows in the
small.
front.
It's honestly the bow's only about 2 inches bigger, but from what I can tell, the part that's bowed for the glass is slightly thicker than the rest of the glass on the tank. So that's maybe why they didn't put a brace on it. You know.
I'm looking. How do I post a link, Captain?
Just copy and paste it in chat, or what are you trying to do?
I'm thinking that's the link. I'm not sure.
KylesWildWorld. I put it in the Hangout for you. If you're not open, you got to open up Google Hangouts. It should be sitting right there.
So, Sergeant, man, I lost my rice fish. I got one rice fish left, that yraheta one, whatever it's called. The other ones died off because the new one I put in that wasn't like the other four, I guess, was bullying them, and then I caught him. I was watching him. He was bullying the other fish too, so I took him out and put him in the predator tank, and he's doing just fine in there.
Okay, Jason's link to the Hangout's working. Mine isn't, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I'm left with one of those yraheta daisy rice fish now, with nowhere else to find a group.
Wow.
Maybe at an auction. Maybe at an auction. But I don't know. I kind of like the one I got left with. The other ones were different because they were just like white with blue eyes.
No, it's not a private call, Kyle. It should be open. That's weird. It's not private.
Happens when I hit it.
All right, let me open this back up.
I'm looking.
All right, I found you, KylesWildWorld.
No.
Let's see. There you go. Hello. There, I posted it in both. The bearded fish keeper is in the house. Sergeant Tanks, pets. I tried. Yeah, no go on Fish Tropic is a private call. Stop mauling. Weird.
That one might work. I don't know. It's the new link.
I don't know if that one will work.
Yeah, it worked.
Jeremy got on.
What's up, Jeremy? How are you?
My headphone. Can you guys hear me, or are you getting a bunch of reverb?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, let me know. I can grab headphones if you're getting a bunch of reverb. You shouldn't be getting anything, but in case. What is up, Kyle?
Kyle is up in the house.
Hello, hello, hello. Long time no see, guys.
So Jason, you're saying you need some Mauritius Ware eggs?
Yeah, man. How many? How,
all right.
How many do you got?
Oh man, I can get eggs all the time. If you're comfortable with growing them out, I mean, you've seen the video I did on it. So,
what kind of eggs?
It's not. That would be kind of a loophole around it. Technically, it wouldn't be really a violation as long as they're not illegal over there. I mean, I don't have an issue sending them out, because all I would do anytime I've shipped internationally is I would just ship it as aquarium decor.
I heard it's harder to get like plants across the border.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing it on plants. I'll be sending it on a spawning mop, and then what you do is you indicate it in the customs form as aquarium decor, so it's a loophole.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like technically livestock, even though I would have to obviously ship it somewhat submersed in water with air. Chances they're not going to open the box, but if they did open the box and they look at it, all they're going to see is a spawning mop, and if they whatever. But that's your call. I mean, I can look in to see what shipping would cost.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Yeah, I mean, as long as obviously if they're selling them over there, I don't know. Yeah, the laws over there and stipulations on those. I mean,
Well,
they shouldn't.
I picked up my first ones from auction, so I think you're good, right? Because they wouldn't be selling them
Yeah,
at the auction.
I'll check into it. They're not on the CARES list or anything like that. I know for certain. So, I mean, yeah, I don't have an issue. I'll work something out with you. Shoot me an email, or message me or something like that, and we'll figure it out. I'll let you know what shipping would cost with weight, and yeah, we can go from there. I just need your address so I can run a quote.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll figure out whatever fee is reasonable to. I typically don't sell eggs, but hey, if you want them that bad, I don't mind helping you out.
Yeah, well, how many do you got raised up right now?
Active right now going, I've already auctioned off for my BAP last month. So I got rid of a group, and I have a couple of people of interest right now. So roughly maybe 20 or 30 fry, maybe. Because I've already sold off and like I said, auctioned off quite a few of them. So
Okay.
I try to support locally because it only helps me in the end. If I can get more people locally going, then if I ever need that source down the road, then I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I need to buy a few back.
What's your oldest fish right now?
In the fish rooms?
No, for your rice fish.
I picked up my group initially about a year ago. And they were imported in.
Full size?
And I got mine sub adult, so maybe at that time I would anticipate that they're probably about 4 to 6 months of age. So they're probably around, my oldest running group is probably around maybe 14 months, I'm guessing.
Okay. What do you know the life expectancy on those guys?
I don't. I mean, it's one thing with Google. It's one thing Google telling you maybe 2 to 5 years. However,
okay.
Yeah, I've heard 2 is average.
2.
I mean,
2.
I don't. That's a great question because, like I said, I've only personally been keeping them for about a year now, maybe 11 months. So it's going to be interesting. And like I said, the initial group that I got of, I want to say 6, no issues at all. And they're very, very active. I mean, they're my most prolific spawners.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll definitely keep people posted, of course, on YouTube. I mean, if I got these guys, like I said, a year ago and they're still active a year from now, and then a year after that, then obviously we can say Google F off.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, Google's right about everything.
Yeah. I beg to differ, but yeah.
No sarcasm there.
Yeah, right.
Too funny. So what's Kyle up to tonight?
Sitting in the living room as usual.
How many now, Kyle?
Yeah.
What? Tanks?
Yeah.
60. I think 60.
I got you beat. You're gonna have to up your game.
Oh, there's no way I can do that. I think max that. It is like not easy for me to do shipping. I'm like shipping on the floor. I could make a shipping station actually. I'm actually kind of messing here. That's probably what the actual issue is for shipping. I think I might be maxed out.
I think he has me beat by water volume, though. I think he had me beat by like 200 gallons or something.
Are you rocking a lot of 10 gallons then?
Yeah, remember on the Facebook, we were kind of like trying to figure it out, and I put on there. I can't remember. I'd have to pull up the list or look at that. But I'm not by it right now. I think you had me beat by like 200 gallons or something like that. But yeah, I don't know how many 10s I have. I have quite a few. A lot of 10s, 20 longs, 40 breeders. But I really want is 33s. I want 33 longs, but
good amount of 10s myself. And
I mean, they work great for what I'm doing as far as breeding.
Yeah. I love 10-gallon tanks.
I need to open up
10 gallons a bomb.
Actually breed Kylles.
So what's Jason and Brian been up to?
Well, the chocolates are spawning. The chocolate plecos you sent me are spawning like crazy.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. I got super reds going for a second spawn at this point.
Nice.
I don't know. I got fish everywhere. A lot of plants. I'll be moving all the 10s hopefully tomorrow, between tomorrow and Sunday, onto the rack to the right of me. So,
yes.
So that'll free up room for 340 breeders in my bedroom on that big ass dresser.
Nice.
And then I'm picking up the 125 or 150 stock tank tomorrow. I was gonna do a pond in my living room, or my little living room, but I'm like, the cost was about the same as the stock tank and this the pond, you know, all the lining and all liner and all that. So I just figured the stock tank would work better for what I have right now. So
very nice.
Then the 125, all those fish are going to come out of there, and then I'm just going to make that a big breeding for profit tank, I guess. Put the Fahaka in there. Let him or her have 125 gallons to swim around in, even though the thing's probably only 2.5 inches in size.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
you know, I don't care if the Fahaka eventually gets big enough where it starts waving out some fancy guppies or a pleco hair there, but honestly, the thing's skittish of all the couple fancy guppies I have in the tank right now, so. Cricket?
am I audible?
Cricket? Someone, are you guys there?
Go ahead, Kyle. What were you going to say?
I was just asking if I could be heard.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Definitely can hear you. Yeah, if anyone in chat has any questions for us, there's a lot of knowledge between the four of us here. I'm probably the person with the least amount of knowledge here out of everyone, though.
I do have a question for you, Brian. When did you get a Fahaka?
About 2 weeks ago.
Nice. They're really fun to keep. I'm trying to get mine to eat clams right now, but it's only eating it is eating the clam. I think it's gone like the next day, and I've been withholding food, but I think it's like it is obviously just eating the meat of the clam.
Oh yeah. Is it your Fahaka pretty small still?
Like at least 6 inches, if not 7.
Oh, then it should be able to eat that clam, no problem then.
Small clam, about the size of a quarter, so it might be able to eat it, but it just won't. It just goes right for the meat after it thaws. So
yeah,
I've been throwing in bigger mystery snails that are giving it an issue, but the mystery snails are coming up crunched. So
yeah,
hopefully it's eating bigger stuff.
Yeah, my Fahaka puffer, I'm feeding mine a bunch of mystery snails, the smaller ones, and it's this, like, you know how the pea puffer sucked the snail out? That's what the Fahaka is doing, because it can't get its mouth around the shell yet. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought I lost him because I wasn't supposed to get it for another week and a half or something like that, and it came in that day after I'd already gone to work, and then I get an email from UPS at like 7 o'clock at night that, oh yeah, the thing was delivered to the front porch at 2:30 in the afternoon.
So,
yeah. Long story short, I don't think the person. What's that?
You got them from Aquabid then?
No, I got it from actually off of Amazon. Believe it or not.
Off of Amazon, really?
Yeah, it's the only person that's selling them. I can't remember the exact name of the place right offhand, but there's only one seller of Focas on Amazon right now. So
interesting.
And I don't think that when they shipped it, they activated the heat pack. You know how you're supposed to crunch it up or whatever, move it around. The thing was like a brick, and then I went like this, and I like broke it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Broke it in half, and the thing instantly heated up. So the thing didn't have heat the whole time it was in transport.
Really?
From what I can tell, because that thing burned for the next 72 hours after I did that.
Oh.
What kind of heat pack was it then? You had to break it?
Well, you know, it was like the 3x3 or 4x4 heat pack. But you know how hand warmers you got to kind of like them up to activate them. This thing was just like a brick. It's like no one actually like put their hands on it. It's almost like they just dropped it out of a box in there and thought it was activated, and it wasn't activated. So all I did was like scrunch it slightly or put my hands on it for about a minute, and then the thing started heating up like it was nothing. So
if they, like took it out of the plastic bag and immediately wrapped it in paper or plastic, because normally it gets oxygen, but like with mine, I move them around, I roll them around, and like leave them out for 15 minutes, and then if they start getting warm, I know they're done. I go ahead and I use them. But right now with the weather, I mean, I guess it's still cold for you guys. But
well, I'm on upstate New York, and at that time it was running about 10 degrees out, average high. So, yeah, the guy literally when I got it, the Fahaka was upside down. So I took a chance. I'm like, do I just flush this now? Do I go complain? Do I go complain to the Amazon seller and be like, what the blank? But I put it in my bow front, which was the hottest tank because it had my German blue rams in it. So it was at like 82 degrees. So I let that warm up for like 15, 20 minutes, and then the puffer started shaking its tail. So I was lucky. I think I caught it just in time.
Perhaps. I mean...
But the little guy got stressed out. It was swimming around. It actually took bloodworms right away from me. You know what I mean? Once it was swimming around. But then I go to drop my son off at school, come back, and the thing's upside down swimming. Like, again. And I'm like, oh, shit.
That's bad.
So, no, yeah. So I think, I don't know if my dog scared it or...
Hanging in there?
Oh, yeah. It's fine now. But I had to very gently take it to the side of the tank that it was in or in the cup, and I gently like kneaded it on its belly, and it released a ton of air out of itself. So I think it puffed up and it couldn't get the air out.
Perhaps.
You know what I mean? From all the stress and everything. So I put it in a little 3-gallon like system that I had gotten, and I set up with, you know, cycled media, cycled sand, everything. And I threw it in there, and I come back from the dropping my son at school, and the thing's swimming upside down. So it was up on a shelf, and I'm like, how the hell could this thing have gotten spooked? So I don't know if it was stress or it had air in it, and the air kept building up, and it's, you know what I mean, however it fills up. So once I did express the air, I put it in the 17-gallon tote that's on the floor, and ever since then, it's been doing awesome, you know.
Yeah, maybe not being able to see through, like, that might actually kind of make it feel safer. I know with mine, I've actually had a problem with it. She's swimming against the glass so much, it's actually starting to rub like spots on her cheeks.
Yeah. Now, do you notice with your Fahaka that it starts shedding a lot? Like as it's growing, it's starting to shed off its old skin?
I have not. I don't think I have.
Because I see mine when it has a growth spurt, it like sheds a little bit of the outer layer skin. I don't know if that's just natural or whatever.
I don't know. I wouldn't know what's happening. I don't think I saw anything like that. Mine was like constantly gravel in the tank, and now it just basically either hides or swims at the glass now.
Yeah.
So I haven't observed anything like that. I mean, possibly could be natural. I don't know that it would be, considering to do something like that might leave them vulnerable because they might lose their slime coat, but then again, they probably would have one under, so I wouldn't know.
No, I mean, I just notice every so often when the little guy or he or she has a little growth spurt, it's like a little flaking of scale. Even though most puffers are scaleless, you know what I mean? As far as I understand.
Yeah, a rubbery skin.
Yeah, so I just don't know as it grows if it's almost like a snake. It sheds a little bit of that shell. You know what I mean?
Maybe you're onto something there. I haven't observed it myself, but perhaps.
Because I come home and no joke, I'll sit there and stare right at the puffer for like an hour, looking at what it's doing. You know, because I only feed the puffer like once a day. You know, I know I probably should feed it more, but there's live snails in the tank. You know what I mean? In the tote that it's currently in. Like there's probably 20 live snails in it that it easily can grab. Plus, I throw every other day. I'll throw bloodworms in, and then I'll throw like frozen brine shrimp in and stuff like that, and it'll go after that stuff too. No clams yet because the mouth is so small. It's like the size of a puppy mouth. Still, you know what I mean?
If it can't eat a mystery snail, it's really not going to do much.
Yeah, I just noticed with Fahaka, it'll wait till, you know how a pea puffer sucks in snails? It just sucks them out of the shell. That's how it attacks. It waits till the snail's moving around where its antennae are out or its eyes, and then it'll come in, swoop in, grab it from the front, and then like rip it out of its shell.
Mine definitely sizes up its prey before going after it and looks to bite into it. I'm gonna answer New England Endler's question. So his question is: I have a question. If you were to start all over with fish keeping, what's the one thing you would do differently? I would probably just enjoy my tanks more before getting just more and more tanks. So I would enjoy like 3 or 5 tanks instead of getting 20 and 30 tanks so soon. That's what I would do differently, just so I could enjoy the feng shui zen side of the hobby a little bit longer.
That makes sense. Go ahead.
What about you, Captain?
What's that?
That's all that is. It is work when you get to 60 tanks. You have to be.
If you had, if you had to start over again, Captain, how would you do it?
To escape all my tanks like I wish I could now. It's water change and feed time. So, and those are priorities that I put forward.
I would say for me, I want racks initially set up, because knowing me, I want racks set up. That way I just could keep adding to the rack. And once I cap the rack out, I'd stop for a bit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That way I can enjoy whatever is there. Kind of like Kyle said. Because I went from having like the 125 and 110 gallon to within like 2 months or 3 months up to like 8 tanks. And then 3 months later up to like 12 or 14 now. You know what I mean? It just starts getting away from you.
All right, Jeremy, are you still in the chat?
I am, sir.
Well, let's get your take on this one, because I'm sure you're gonna have one of the better answers, being in the hobby like probably the longest. Well, no, Captain's probably been in the longest.
I would say this is what I tell fish keepers coming back into it, or new fish keepers: just enjoy it. So pretty much I'm seconding what you're saying, Kyle, in that regard. Is spend 1.5 to 2 years just enjoying your setups. In that time, you're going to go through your challenges and your ups and downs like we all do. And you can then observe and identify the body language of the fish. You'll know exactly what type of fish at that time. After 1.5 to 2 years, generally you're going to be able to get very familiar with that fish, or fish fishes that you're keeping, and then you can also do your due diligence in that year and a half, 2 years of doing the research and be able to identify exactly what type of system you plan on doing if that is your ultimate goal to pursue to do a fish room. So you can spend that 2 years in planning stage, and that's what I did. Is I was very patient. I started out with a 7.5 gallon fluval. And well, technically I started out with a 10-gallon tank when I got back into it. But as far as breeding, I spent a year and a half, 2 years out of a 7.5 gallon Ebby or EBI fluval breeding thousands of Neocaridina devidae shrimp out of that tank. It was by far the most profitable system I ever had. It was like virtually no maintenance, filterless system, natural algae growth right on the south side of my house. And I just enjoyed it. And I was working at that time full time, so I didn't have the time to run a fish room. And then, of course, once MTS hit after a couple of years, and then it was pretty much the rest is history. But yeah, I would say I've been in and around the hobby ever since, 8, 9 years old is when I got my first 29 gallon from my uncle. And then I went through a period of time in life there where pretty much out of it, but I've been hardcore breeding for the last 13 plus years. I mean, pretty much ever since we've owned our home and after I got married, which will be, can't believe 14 years August, I'll be married. So
Wow.
hopefully it answers the question. Thank you. I can't see chat, unfortunately, so I apologize if anybody's asking questions, but hopefully that somewhat answers the question.
No,
I don't think that there's any perfect response, but I agree everything that you say there. I mean, just enjoy it.
individual question right there. I actually got my answer from you, Jeremy, on one of your streams. You had made that statement about fish keepers, enjoying their tanks before they just become an all-out breeder. And I wish I would have enjoyed my tanks like at least for like 1 or 2 more years before coming.
Because I was told that by somebody that I learned a few tips and tricks from years ago, and I didn't listen, and I got burned out real quick.
Yeah.
So he warned me.
Yep.
Because I was breeding some rare, not necessarily rare, but more difficult species of fish, which is like I've shared before, is the Microgeophagus germ blue ram variant specifically. And they're definitely challenging, very, very time consuming, but I got so burned out with it because I'm one, as most of us are, is once I'm hit with a challenge, I don't back down. And I will prove to myself, first and foremost, that I can do it. And I did become one of the more successful ones in the area that was actually breeding them. It took me about 6 months or a year to develop the right method that seemed to work the most effectively. But imagine in that year of other things I could have been doing because it's so dang time consuming.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't take the advice, and I don't know. Maybe that's why it hit me a little bit different. But
spending my time in my fish room at all.
Mhm.
It's seriously still like the most zen part of my day. I could compare it to working on my bike or riding my bike, which is like really nice in itself. Because you don't think about anything but what you're doing. Maybe that's what hobbies are all about. But
That's why I fish.
it's really easy to not regret that hobby for me, because I love plants, and then getting to have fish in there, add life to a planted thing, is really fun for me.
Right. Oh, Big Easy's in the house. How you doing, buddy?
what's up, Mark?
Big easy.
Fish Tropic, what would you do differently? That's
Oh man,
the question, I think.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I think I would just do racking systems with totes under them, and they would all be 15-gallon tanks.
Like totes underneath for filtration?
Mainly for filtration, but to hold overstock of the fish that I'd be breeding above them.
And you could do some cool stuff to have filtration and just giant totes, because you could run You could run like food cultures, like blackworms down there. You could run
Yep.
like fry tanks down there near filtration, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Depending
It's
on the
like I was doing a water change the other day, and I was looking in the bottom of it, and I noticed a bunch of bloodworms. So I sucked them all out, started a culture with them. So the other day, I actually asked Jeremy, "How do you start a bloodworm culture?" So
Yeah, I haven't done the bloodworms. I've culturized live blackworms, but
I've
yeah,
done
I've never had like any live bloodworm. Anytime I've ever utilized any type of bloodworms, it's always frozen, and that's
yeah,
a whole nother talk because a lot of people. Yeah, I don't want to like take over your stream, Brian, but I mean, I'll probably end up doing more of an article version, probably versus YouTube. But I've been studying for better portion of a decade, just my own observation utilizing either San Francisco Bay or Hikari. Of course, I love Hikari, and I don't have anything against either one of them. But what a lot of people don't realize is I start hearing more and more with video content after I started mentioning it about a year ago on YouTube, as most people are aware, I'm a Severum guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been keeping Severums ever since pretty much I've been in the hobby about a year after
Same here,
got
Jeremy.
into the hobby. Back into it, I should say, and the dietary deficiencies and requirements that are needed with a lot of those different cichlids, especially with hole in the head. First thing people go to is water chemistry. And I've talked about it, of course, on different occasions. However, I think I'm going to break it down in more of a scientific breakdown in an article form.
Why not create a YouTube series of like hole in the head? Could be due to water
I think
parameters.
I will. I talked about it before, but I want to make sure because my intention for 2018 on the YouTube channel is I know my viewer retention and watch is definitely on more of the, from me, what I've noticed from algorithmic point of view is the how-to breeding series or, of course, fish room updates. And I don't do a lot of fish room updates. To me, it's just a waste of time. I would rather educate people rather than just go tank to tank and just show people what I have. I would rather go tank to tank and show people what I have and how I accomplish what I have, and that's just me. I enjoy watching people's fish room updates. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my cup of tea necessarily for what I enjoy doing. But again, I have to start looking at what other people are enjoying me doing if I ever want to grow the channel any further. So I have noticed that people enjoy the how-to tutorials on breeding fish. So that seems to be the bigger ones, at least for this channel.
Yeah, I've noticed with my same as you, Jeremy. I've noticed when I did just how the fancy guppies were breeding, that got a lot of view time for me. And then DIY videos. But I noticed a lot of people like seeing updates on my fish tank. It's like, I mean, I think just like you, they're mundane. It's this like filler. I believe it's just the filler video type of thing. Oh, let's show the update of my fish tanks, but I've steered away from those, even if those happen to be my more viewed content. The updates, it's like, what am I doing in the updates that on my other content, unless it's DIY stuff, what am I doing differently? You know what I mean? I don't know if it's because I'm explaining, hey, these fish, this is roughly how old they are, and kind of like how you do it in depth kind of a thing,
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Hex, man. A lot of people don't know how to treat hex properly. How do you treat hex?
Sorry, I had a mute in that. Are you talking about hole in the head? I didn't catch what you're saying, Jason.
Yeah. Hex.
What I've referred to before is I did do a video. I don't like coming on channels and like saying, okay, go check out. But I know you guys aren't taking it that way. But I did do a video on the channel somewhere in there where it was actually with a Synodontis lucipennis, and I was treating some ulcers that came in when I obtained those. And that's very similar to the method that I've used. I just coached and walked somebody through locally within the area on treating it. And I'm more proactive rather than reactive. You can do Melifix. I'm a firm believer that it does work. I've used Melifix for probably 8 to 10 years now, and it's worked better than most. If you want to go that method, it just takes longer, of course, go water chemistry and then cut back on the diet, and then pretty much just kind of detox them in that time frame. That's it. That's one way to do it. I go more of the surgical route to where I'll actually do a scaling procedure, and I'll sometimes remove the ulcer. And if it hasn't gotten to a state of bacterial where it's more embedded, meaning like you'll know if you start to see an obvious infection, and then I'll just scale it back. Is I've literally have had to remove the scales. Most of the time you can do it under light sedation or no sedation at all. And a lot of people start freaking out because do fish feel pain? 100% I agree. Yes, they do. Understanding the linear line and where the nerve roots come off on the fish is going to help you. So you have to understand the anatomy of whatever fish you're working on to kind of avoid some of those areas. And at that point, I would go and just do pretty much a sedation procedure to ensure that they're not, that they're comfortable. And then I would just scale back, and I utilize between Epsom salt and the hydrogen peroxide dips, not dipping the fish in there, but I'll just use regular Q-tip, sanitize, create like a sterile prep field, and then make sure everything's sterile, wear, gloves and everything to provide the least amount of any type of contamination. And I'll just dip the... I'll first dip in, let's say, the hydrogen peroxide. I'll go ahead and dab that area. And then I'll go ahead, repeat the process. I'll rinse with pre-chlorinated water, or you can use RO water, just kind of rinse off the area of the wound. And I'll go ahead and repeat using a different Q-tip, dip it in the Epsom salt. I use diluted Epsom salt, so make sure it's fully dissolved in just regular pre-chlorinated tap water, or RO water is fine. And then just repeat it, dab it again, and then rinse the area off. And then I'll go ahead and reintroduce that fish. And again, keep in mind, I can do this most of the time all within less than a minute and a half after full sedation. I move very quick. So I'm in and out as soon as that thing is pretty much sedated. I'll go ahead, reintroduce it. I'll rinse them off to provide a least amount of clove oil to potentially contaminate the main display tank. I have found myself, rather than putting that thing in quarantine, I have found less stress and issues as long as you have good water chemistry in that main system to reintroduce it back into its own environment. Because if you move so quick, the fish is like so kind of out of it, like all of a sudden, like, hey guys, I thought I just got, if I picture myself as a fish, I'll be looking around like, oh, you guys didn't go anywhere. I must have been dreaming. And within 48 hours, most of the time, the hole in the head is resolved. And that's how I personally do it. But I haven't done a video on it because I don't want individuals going and then killing their fish because they end up over-sedating or something like that. Yeah, right. So that's why, honestly, I would do that more in an article form, and I'll put it on the website or on Facebook or something like that, or I may link it to the YouTube video if I was talking about it. But to actually show it, it took a lot for me to do that one video I was talking about on Lucipennis, because I knew I would potentially get a bunch of negative feedback. However, not one negative feedback, knock on wood, on that video. Everybody enjoyed it. I tried to ensure I was explaining it and I was showing it to where people didn't feel as if I was harming it. And I have a great relationship with a local veterinarian too, so an actual doctor. And when the yellow biopsy day, and I did a whole video on the differences between, because I've been breeding shrimp for over 12 years, is talking about differences between Elabiopsidae and just regular normal green eggs and shrimp. And I brought in a couple years back, or a year and a half ago, I brought in a couple years ago now, I brought in a sample of Elabiopsidae and breaking out, and I confirmed it because I didn't have like a nice, good lab microscope. So I went in pretty much after hours. They had me go back, and they don't ever let anybody back in that area. So it just obviously goes to show the trust in a relationship. So I went back there, and all of us technicians were like gathered around looking at all these deceased shrimp. Then they were just so intrigued because they had never seen anything like that. So we put our heads together, and I was honored to the fact that he was like, "Hey, can you look at the microscope? Let me know what your thoughts are." It's like, "Hey man, I'm just a hobbyist. You're the doctor. You tell me. I want to confirm my suspicion was the only thing." And it was confirmed. I brought in the appropriate literature to compare that sample and everything else, and I spent like an hour there. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, if I ever need stuff like that, I could always reach out to him. I'm still waiting to provide him some shrimp once he's ready for his office, but it's not like I'm friends with him or anything outside. It's just we've been going to that veterinarian clinic for a lot of years, and of course, as most people know, we're big on rescuing. We're pet lovers in general, so we've rescued pretty much every one of our 3 cats and our 2 dogs. So turtles, fish, pretty much everything.
Speaking of turtles, that's my next real big addition to my fish room is I'm getting some diamondback terrapins that are bred in captivity.
Oh, nice.
So I have those just waiting. I found a good site to get them from through Facebook or Instagram through a good couple different breeders, and I want to just grab a couple from each of them and see which one I like better, and then use that primarily because I want to get like 6 or 8 of them, in total.
Oh, that'd be nice, man.
Yeah, but
I love turtles. They're nice.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the different part of the hobby too. You know what I mean? I know.
Yeah, and kids love them. I like letting them out. I need to do it more. Used to let them out once a week and let them play. Let them get some exercise and roam around. I've strapped a GoPro to Dum Dum. I don't even know how it even got its name, but I think one of my kids. One of my kids named it Dum Dum. I think.
Dum Dum Gum Gum.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, I just always loved turtles because that's what got me back into the fish hobby when I was going in college. Is that turtle that kept going into my dad's big saltwater tank or pool,
Sure.
Because the diamondback terrapins, they're the only one that does brackish water, like type of estuaries, so they can go full fresh or full salt or whatever. And they eat like crustaceans like other turtles do and stuff like that. So
sure.
The thing just kept going back and hopping in the pool, and after about 2 or 3 weeks of bringing it down to the dock and not like chucking them, but letting them off, you know what I mean? Getting them into deep water, even taking them out on the boat and going to the other side of the bay. It still came back and found its way into my father's pool. It just like to get squirrelies, I guess. I don't know. It was funny, but eventually I ended up getting a permit from the wildlife, like almost like DC, or the wildlife people, because the thing just would not move away, and the wildlife, those conservationists took that turtle and brought it way far away, and that turtle came back to the pool. Like a persistent little guy, and that was like 6-8 miles down river. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I mean, it took it about a week or 2 to get back, but it made it back. Welcome, Thomas Medina. How are you?
Hey, Jeremy, did you get the population of those platies up yet?
Dude, they're You know how platies and a lot of live bears, man, they're teasing me. Like she's throwing off like one fry, and then 2 weeks later another fry, and another 2 weeks later. So
That's a platy
I'm
for
just
you,
kind of.
man.
What's that?
That's a platy for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. She'll do her thing. I mean, she's so close to popping. I'm not gonna stress her out. I mean,
You know what
yeah,
you should do? Keep the lights
can,
off.
What's that?
Keep the lights off for 2 or 3
Oh
days.
yeah, absolutely.
Off.
Yep, exactly. I got a bunch of plants and spawning mops and stuff in there, so they. I mean, there could very well be fry in there. Like I said, the last couple of days, I just kind of because I've had so many people reaching out to me. You can't even, especially after Corey released that video. Holy cow! I got literally are they wild?
Yeah, what are those?
Those are Xiphophorus maculatus. They're a golden leopard platy variant. I'll put it to you this way: the president of I'm not going to mention the name, but anyways, popular guy has been around since most of us probably been in diapers, or before that. But I mean, I showed him a picture at the Christmas meeting, and I was like, "Hey, have you by chance seen this specific variant?" He's like, "Man, that's nice." I was like, "No, I've never seen it." So, kind of goes to show that they are a rarity. They definitely, that's why they have the price tag behind them. And I've been reaching out to others I sold them to be like, hey, once you get some spawning going on, can I get a few back? I'll buy them back from you. So, but.
By how much is a group of them?
How much were they? Because they're going to be going up in price. Just because of the amount of time. I mean, they're not prolific breeders at all. They're not like other live bears. I mean, when I got the group, I got fortunate. I mean, I did months of research before I even started offering them. I got them through the local club, and I don't even know where they even originated, to be honest with you. Somebody obviously line bred them. I mean, you look at, for instance, wet spot tropical fish, and they do have that variant. However, the quality, I'm not knocking, of course, don't take the wrong way, anybody, but on the imaging, of course, that never does it justice. If I was there in their facility, it could be very, very similar, because I thought about ordering a group, but I'm just a little reluctant to do it because I've had such great success with the dominant group that I have, and why mess that up? So I don't want to start playing with other genetic lines. I just kind of want to just keep working with what I am right now, since people enjoy it so much. If we can get more of them out there, that would be awesome, because then it's easier for me. Like I said, if I ever come in a situation, heaven forbid, something catastrophic happen, at least now I have contacts where I can reach out to people. You know, that's why I always talk about redundancy in the, as a lot of us do in the hobby. However, with them, I'm only limited to the one group, and I'm waiting for other ones to raise up right now. It's just kind of slow going.
Was it you that got the elephant nose fish?
No, not me. It's definitely one on my radar in the future. I just don't have an appropriate setup for one right now. Yeah, I could have got one. A wild caught one, of course. I could have got one. Lost my train of thought. At our swap meet, which was back in January at our local club, guy brought in a bunch of one of the vendors brought in a bunch of wild caught various oddball fish. So yeah, definitely had my eye on a bunch of different polypterus and that elephant nose, and I was one of the vendors there too. I brought my daughter with me, and it was definitely an awesome turnout for sure. Probably one of the best for, I don't know, long time. So a lot of vendors showed up, which was awesome. So I didn't get much time to actually look around, which is probably a good thing because it saved me a few pennies.
Okay, I got a question for all you guys, and I'll answer it too at the end. Okay, the first question for all you guys is, what fish would you breed for the rest of your life?
I'll have, since Brian's the host, I'll have Brian go first, unless Kyle has.
Wait, what was the question? I just want to hear it. If you could only breed one?
No, what fish would you breed for the rest of your life?
If I could only breed one, or what?
Yeah, if you could only bring one to the bank.
What fish? Okay. Brian, you get to go.
I would say the super red plecos because I like those guys.
Super reds.
Yep. Who's got the
Citrus, is it species, genus, or
It's whatever fish.
like if species, species, genus, or family? Because family would be cichlids. Genus would be like killifish, and then species would be like blue Galaris nitrodelta. So if I could pick like cichlids or killifish, that's a lot. Genus would be like Fundulopanchex. So only Fundulopanchex killifish. It's got to be just one species then.
The hard one.
Like narrow it down. If you could only breed one species.
Wouldn't you go with your puffer?
With my puffer, maybe, but that would be like a lot of work, and then like selling the puffer fish would be so much work too. Finding like good homes for pahacas would be difficult. I would go with like a really difficult. I would just go like not zebra plecos because like that's too common. Something weird like a zebra pleco that would take me like 1,000 years to breed, and I'm in like deep water, so I gotta mix my water just right and age it. Something very, very difficult, so that like if I can only breed one fish, I'd want something that like no one else has ever bred. It's stupid rare, something like from Eric Bodrock that he hasn't been able to breed the past 20 years, and I want to be the guy for that fish. So I don't know, would be my answer.
I don't know.
Some stupid rare catfish. Zebra pleco. We'll just put up zebra pleco because it might be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Jeremy?
Oh, that's an easy one for me. The Ancistrus cyrrhosis, just your common bushy-nosed pleco. I mean, your chocolate variant or albino, I mean, either one of them. I mean, you could do like your L144s, like the blue-eyed. But yeah, any one of those. I mean, I find 10 plus years now of breeding them. If people do what I've shared before, I mean, like I said, I was literally producing out of 3 groups. I had one group that was a trio, the other 2 were rebirth trios, so they could parabond, which I've talked about lots of videos, which I find reverse trios better if it's done appropriately. But I was producing out of those systems, between 400 and 500 fry on a monthly basis. I couldn't even keep up with demand. And by far if it's done right, one of the most return on your investment, hands down. I would probably argue that until I'm blue in the face with anybody. Just because I know they're so popular in the hobby, because they go so well anywhere from mid-60s up to mid-80s. I mean, they handle such a wide range. You can put them in African cichlid tanks. Hell, I would say even put them in Umbi tank or something. I bet you they do fine. I mean, most of the fish are going to leave them alone as long as they're big enough, of course. I mean, plecos really don't give off that, like, okay, come and attack me. I can't. Definitively, none of us can say, hey, even if somebody had a bad experience, person B might have something similar and had no issues. But I've kept them with larger cichlids and community tanks, and I've kept them, like I said, mid-80s to mid-60s, and they do completely fine. So that's why I enjoy them. They're like, obviously, hence our logo. I enjoyed it enough to put it on a logo. So if I had to choose one, that would be, I'm not going to say it's my favorite fish, but it would definitely probably be the one I would breed.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go with Ancestors too, because there's so many different variants, right?
Yeah, and they're getting. I mean, it's just
Plecos basically.
Like,
At
like
least
I said, if you had a 10-gallon tank and a pair of those things,
I
you're gonna
think
be
we all come
cranking.
into agreement.
Oh yeah.
rare catfish.
Cranking.
Uh-huh.
So okay, question 2 for all of you guys: if you had one light setup to use for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, that's an easy one for me too. Compact fluorescent. It's a 6,500 Kelvin, really nice white spectrum, and I want to say it's 800 lumens. It's the ones I've shared before. I get them specifically through Menards. I haven't found anywhere else, and I will never switch another bulb in my life. Out of LEDs, fluorescents, like your normal like T8, T5s, that type of thing. I've had T5 high output lighting, the really expensive ones before. Hands down, I honestly have to say, out of all of those, in conjunction with a good all-in-one fertilizer, as most of us are aware of, and if you want me to say it, I will. in conjunction.
Say it.
Go ahead, you can say it, Jeremy. Who cares?
None time.
Did we lose Jeremy?
I don't know. I think YouTube got him.
No, I think.
Wait, whoa. Oh, that's funny that they shut me off. I didn't even touch my phone. They don't want me to say it, apparently. It's lean, it's mean, it's a fertilizer machine. Come on, say it with me. I always tease Corey that I'm gonna have to charge that phrase, but yeah. Actually, one of the first videos I did that probably nobody's even aware of. It's actually the second video I ever did on YouTube. Was a 1.5-minute video where I did an unboxing at Easy Green, and that was my line.
Easy Green. Honestly, I like the Easy Green. I just got to get some more of it
because it works so well with every one of my. I've been using it now solid for 2 years and probably even over that now, 2.5 years, and it's worked solid with every one of my systems, from inverts to scaleless fish to everything. I've had no issues at all, and I consider I probably had medium to high lighting because of the distance I keep, that CFL bulb. But yeah, from that point of view, I mean, I love it.
What kind of?
I get great growth from just about everything I keep. So
does the Easy Green have macros and micros in it?
Yeah, it has all the necessary trace elements and everything.
Yep.
So,
my plants took off with the Easy Green when I was dosing.
Copper in those, but it has iron and all that. I'd imagine Easy Green would be pretty complete.
Now, from a cost standpoint, obviously, if I'm honest from that point of view, with all the systems we have going now, we have over 75 systems going, and the majority of those, besides 3, don't have plants because they're my big cichlid tanks, and they'll just get devoured with the plants that I keep anyway. And
I feel you on that one, Jeremy.
with let's say like with Lucas and having your micro and macro and all of your necessary trace elements and so forth, and be able to dose accordingly. I thought about going that route, but I just don't want to risk it. It's not worth it to me. I'd rather honestly spend the extra money knowing that the Easy Green has been very effective. And I'm not just saying that, the saying I'm being genuine. Obviously, I wouldn't promote something, not promote in the sense where I'm getting paid for it, or any of us, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, I generally enjoy, and I'm a firm believer that it works. As soon as I stop using it, I definitely notice a difference. Major difference. Not only with LP, but die-offs and everything else. But, I mean, I don't know. I know, do you run CO2 on a lot of your systems, Kyle? I mean, you have just some beautiful planted tank setups, so.
Too. My tank ran out like a few weeks ago, and I was just too lazy to get it refilled. So I'm just letting it go, and I'm gonna kind of see how tanks do. I was only running 3 tanks on it my Downoid tank, my 100 kind of heavily planted, which got I changed the light up and that kind of fucked things up. So now it's like covered.
Yeah.
And then the Fahaka's 125, which really does not need CO2 at all.
Okay.
But I mean, it helps as long as you keep up with your ferts. In a lot of my tanks, I'm running into the issue that I have so much moss and plant growth in there that if I'm not dosing in moss tanks, I have to dose every single day or the moss just dies.
Oh yeah.
It's really bad. And then for most tanks, I was doing once a week. Now I'm up to like 3 times, maybe even 4 times a week with micros and macros on opposite days and a little bit of Excel in there.
Hmm.
Not that the Excel is necessary, and I mean that's turned a lot of my tanks around. I don't normally get algae issues from dosing. I get algae issues from not doing water changes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I noticed actually. Funny thing you said about algae is my 22 bow front's getting algae all over the big sword plant and my heater and everything right now. Black-bearded algae. So it's like, is my light on too much? Am I feeding too much? I'm like, so I've cut the feeding down to like once every other day, and the fish are fine. But I don't know.
Yeah, I would do either more water changes, less feeding, but even then because you have the algae there and it's growing so strong, it can start to outcompete your plants, especially because it's growing on your plants. It's taking up that not only that physical real estate where the plant absorbs nutrients, it's also the nutrients itself. So you might weaken the algae itself with peroxide or Excel to really kind of like inhibit its growth and reproduction and allow your plants to kind of bounce back. And then once you do that, find that balance of food to water changes. And then fertilizers definitely help because they give the plants micros that they need and allow them to kind of outcompete in cellular homeostasis with algae.
You know what's kind of funny? You bring up the fert. I haven't ferted that tank in about 3 weeks, so that's probably what my problem is. Because I didn't have an algae problem until I stopped ferting. So
Yeah, I would start putting in more ferts and water changes. And I don't even notice an issue with light, to be honest. A lot of people say use, maybe I should do more experimentation myself, but a lot of people will tell you to use your light as a limiting factor. I mean, in my experience, you can grow plants, you know, 24 hours a day with the lights on, to no ill effect. Um, I think it's easier to control your water than it is your lights.
right. I mean, I do honestly with the 22 since I got rainbows in there, and now that I got the koi and an angelfish in there, I do water changes probably twice a week to that, where it's like 10 or 20%, just because I don't want my TDS to go over a certain amount. And I know refreshing the water in a planted tank is very helpful to get some of those macros and micros back in there. You know what I mean?
Calciums and stuff back in. Mainly
Yeah.
calcium in carbonates, which arguably are and aren't good for plants. Just depends on how you look at them. They're necessary by all means. Plants need calcium, but too much calcium uh, inhibits other chemicals to be absorbed, like iron, because the calcium pathways are, I think, a lot more abundant or
Mm-hmm.
easier for the calcium to absorb into the cell. So it'll block out things like iron and ammonia. Maybe not ammonia. I think it's nitrite, not ammonia.
Mm-hmm. Don't mind me. My dog Molly wants to play with her big green dildo.
Molly still has her big green dildo. That's awesome.
I don't know. One of my coworkers said that one day, and it's just stuck. So she's like, "You know what? You've been streaming too long. I want to play." Oh, that hurt. As I smash my hand off my chair. Let's see. I'm just looking at chat. See if I missed any questions. because I've been listening to everyone talk. So
Oh, that went up in price $2.
what did?
I'm gonna post this light. It's my favorite light on eBay, by far. I'm gonna post it to the chat.
Okay.
It went up $2. I think it went it went up $1 at least. It's a badass light. I have 2 of them on my. Fuck, that's too long. Delete that. Oh, there it is. That's a nice light. I have 2 of them, which would be roughly like $40 on my 40 breeder. And that's arguably highlight. Probably not necessarily highlight. It's medium to high, but they produce a lot of lumens. I've got one on a 55, and it does an amazing job of lighting it up. And that's a $25 LED that I have very little problems with, especially compared to your Aquanites and stuff like that. Those are not put together very well. I've already broke one and almost ruined another just basically unboxing them. But these little guys are really, really tough.
Yeah.
I can literally like bend them over my knee and have no issues with them. They will not break.
Mm-hmm.
And $25 for a 48-inch light.
No, that's not bad. Yeah, it's $26.86 on my end, from what I'm seeing. Yeah, those. See, that's where it's like I've looked at lights for eBay and stuff because, you know, I'm still waiting for my LED strips to come in from China or whatever, from Alibaba or whatever site I got them from, because I want to do my own lights and they're different spectrums. So I'm gonna link up like 3 different lights. You know, you get your blues, your reds. It's like an all spectrum light because I found out a light combination that I like that are like, you know, like Fluval's Planted 2.0 or 3.0. You know what I mean? How many of each of those it had, and I figured I'd just double up on how many numbers. You know what I mean? How many LEDs there were per kit. So I'm planning on doing my own like DIY.
Like build your own LED.
Yep.
I have a guy who comes over and buys fish from me whose brother is an electrical engineer, and he's been making LEDs for. I think it cost him like $75 to make a light comparable to or better than the Fluval 2.0.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, the Fluval 2.0 is not a bad light. You know.
It costs a good amount of money to do it, and it takes a lot of time. From the research that I've done to build your own LED, you can absolutely do it. You can make one that is 10 times better, going to last 10 times as long, that you can modularly replace and fix yourself when LEDs go bad. You can get better transformers or LED drivers that will last a lot longer.
Oh, yeah.
For about the same price as maybe an Aquanite, or excuse me, a Fluval 2.0 now, but you're going to spend countless hours. You're going to spend 10 to 12 or 20 hours just trying to build that thing and do the proper research unless you have a degree in electrical engineering.
Yeah. No, I was just going to mess around. Not that I have any highlight plants. Like the LED strip light that's over my 125 behind me is 3,200 looms, right? But it's right at, like, I think, want to say 5K or 5,500 Kelvin. So, I mean, I figure that's not a bad light. You know what I mean? For the 125, even though I'm not growing really any plants with it right now.
Yeah. On my 125, I've got 365, or no, they're 5K LEDs, roughly 4,000 lumens a piece.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to answer this question from Mateo, if I'm hopefully pronouncing that correct. Other than fish keeping, what is your passion in life? Mountain biking. Mountain biking and trying to be healthy is my other passion.
Mm-hmm.
Health, without your health, like you're kind of it's hard to do anything without good health.
Right.
I feel like that's something like my grandparents would tell me, and they probably have. No, my grandparents normally tell me, like, take care of your teeth. That's what you get from your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Brian? Other passions in life?
I'd have to say I do truly like fishing. Like when it's warm, go fishing. Because I don't know, there's something about it where can kill a lot of time, even though I'm not looking to kill the time. It's just fun to go out and fish. But I also like going on hikes with my dog Molly because you get the combination. It's good and relaxing. You get a workout from it because, you know, I'm trying to watch my weight and keep it down and stuff like that. But with it being winter still up here in upstate New York, I can't hike those trails quite yet. Unless I got, you know, what do you want to call it? The boots that you can walk on ice with. What's that?
You got to get snow boots or like the actual ice cleats?
Ice cleats.
That would be fun, though. That would be fun to do a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you live, where are you at? You're in the Midwest. Are you in Milwaukee or Ohio?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm in upstate New York.
You're in upstate New York. Okay. So you still have some coastal breeze. So you're not like the coldest place in America, which is like, I believe, Wisconsin or Milwaukee.
The coldest place in America, believe it or not, that's not really advertised, is Saranac Lake, where I currently live, due to the altitude and more consistent days of less than 20-degree weather.
Like below 20-degree negative, right?
Yeah.
So I know somewhere in Milwaukee they do Arctic Circle training because it gets into the negative 50s for about 1 to 2 months, like somewhere like right on the Canadian border, basically.
Yeah.
I know they get into like the negative 50s, so they do Arctic Circle training up there, which I could.
Well, I never knew that about Saranac Lake, but they're like, yeah, and I never knew that, but people are like, it's been proven that Saranac Lake, they don't advertise it because they're afraid to lose tourism, that this is actually the coldest place in the U.S. year-round, typically, or at least for the winter time. Consistently, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, do I believe that? And then I do a Google search, and it's like, yep. But I don't know. Let's see. Happy Fish Guys in this channel. Mateo says, thanks, Savage and Kyle.
All right.
So what is I want to hear Jason and Jeremy's thought. What's their other passion besides fish keeping?
Well, mine would be fishing and anything outdoors, shooting guns, shooting crossbows, arrows, whatever. That's fun, being outside.
You do archery regularly? Fish Tropic?
No, I'd rather shoot handguns and shotguns and rifles.
Shotguns are fucking fun to shoot. Like,
yeah, I like to go clay shooting.
I go buy a bunch of watermelons and shoot them with slugs. It's fun. They blow up exactly like in the movies, just like in a perfect little circle outwards. Slug or buckshot.
Mm-hmm. I like shoot. Actually, honestly, if I had the guns or I had the money, I would go to the local range to me all the time. You know what I mean?
I've never been to a local range to shoot my shotgun. That's like so terrible. We've always just done it out in the sticks because I'm in Texas, I guess. Like,
yeah, they have some pretty cool ranges in the States.
Mm-hmm.
They have ranges where they have like moving targets and. But yeah, fishing for the most part. That's why I keep fish. I've been keeping fish since I was like 9. In and out. Been keeping them at the house now again for what, 6 years, 7 years.
Yep. Oh, Geo Aquariums, real quick. Kyle says I'm actually signed up to do the cold weather training in the Army here in Wisconsin. Pray for me. Yes, I don't envy you. I had to do the cold weather training. It sucks.
That's like,
sucks balls.
Is that where you jump in the freezing water through the ice, get out, strip off, roll in the snow? Because I've seen people do that for the Arctic. That's how they do Arctic training. That's like something you have to pass is jumping through ice and then stripping down and rolling in snow to dry off.
Well, there's different types of cold weather training. It all depends. I mean, they tell you the basics. when I did my cold weather training, we didn't have to jump in the freezing cold water, but we did have to strip down to like our skivvies and whatever and be out in a blizzard for about 5-10 minutes just to see what the hypothermia effects were. So you would learn your threshold, you know what I mean, for how cold it is. I'm sorry?
Well, yeah, just so you get used to it.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, it's going to be, I guess there'll be a delay on that. Before he answers. Yeah, is there a post in Wisconsin? Or a fort? Do they call it a post, Brian?
I'm not sure what it's called, but I know it's Jesus. I can't remember the name. I've been out of the service way too long. Hold on. Let me Google it. I'll just look for cold weather training. Marine Corps.
Hey, Captain, you want to drop the Google Hangout link?
Hold on one sec. Yeah, I'll grab it. 1 second.
It's Fort
You got
McCoy.
it.
What's that?
What's that?
Fort McCoy.
Sounds familiar. Mountain for Warfare Training, hold on, is located in Pickle Meadows on California State Route, 6,800 feet above sea level. It's Bridgeport, California. That's where the Marine Corps does their training. Up in the mountains.
I think Gio is saying the place he's going to is Fort McCoy.
Yeah. Wisconsin gets pretty cold too. And someone asked me a while ago, I just remembered, what was my most amount of people consistently watching? My high was 27. And we're sitting at 22 watching at 1:10 in the morning. East Coast time. Awesome. I think it's because the panel, as everyone calls it, the different people that are in the Google Hangouts. Oh, yes. And for anyone that's just catching this now, the King of DIY did come in earlier and say hi. Hey, don't drink from my 18-gallon tote. Are you nuts, doggy? I'm just afraid the chlorinators and other meds that I put in that tank once in a great while, she'll get like cancer or something from it. You know what I mean? Geo Aquarium says it's the 426 Regional Training Institute is the academy that holds it. Oh, okay. Serious fun. I don't envy you Geo Aquariums, because I got poor hand and foot circulation. So when I had to do my cold weather training, I was not a happy camper because most of the time my hands and feet were so numb. I'd have that pins and needles effect the whole time I was out. Gagey Sickly says the king of DUI. Okay, man. Protim Aquatics says today is Captain's best stream. Academia Aquatica says he was trying to throw Canadian money at the captain. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder if he ever did. Let me check PayPal.
Let me check PayPal.
Not that I'm greedy or anything. I'm just curious.
Hashtag Meller time, buddy.
Huh?
Hashtag Meller time.
Yeah, I just got to be careful of my time because I got to pick my son up. Nothing for the PayPal. Let me see if he signed up for Patreon.
Is everyone still here?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm still here.
Island Queen was saying that the King of DIY came on the stream earlier.
No, she didn't. He didn't come in the stream. He was just in the chat.
Okay, I mean, that's still pretty cool though.
Yeah, I was surprised when he's like, "Hey, everyone."
What time did Joey come on?
Actually, it was probably about 15 or 20 minutes in, and he actually hung out for like an hour or so.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
he's like, "Oh, are you kidding me? There's no super chat." I'm like, "Nah, I don't have 1,000 subs and 4K in watch time."
Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
he's like, "That's shitty. I wanted to give you some money." I'm like, "Well, check out PayPal." He's like, "Oh, the link's not working." I'm like, "It works because I just clicked on it." Oh well, I'm not really worried about it. I'm not in it for the money, anyways.
Yeah, he's in it for a new pair of shoes.
Maybe a new set of headphones, but
a set of headphones that took a direct hit in Iraq.
Yeah, right.
Ricochet.
Yeah. Nah, that's just from falling apart.
Who's in chat? Big Easy, Pro Tim, Geo Aquariums. He's new to me.
Geo Aquariums. He stops by. Was Jeremy on?
She?
Yeah. Friggin' Priscilla's being a smartass to Jeremy.
Yeah, we should just kick
No, I didn't pop in. Yeah, I wish I would have been on. Yeah, that would have been cool. So,
was Jeremy on?
Captain.
Yo.
You have too many mods. I think we should unmod KG Cichlids and Priscila MK Art. I don't think they're doing anything. that way I can put them in timeout if need be, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I'm joking. I'm gonna go to mod one.
Pro Team Aquatics' says Captain's headphone is cool. Yeah, just because it's like doing its sly thing.
It's to hear people sneaking up behind you.
Yeah, when I'm playing PUBG. Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? I could send this back to Turtle Beach. They told me if I wanted to. Yeah, it's a Turtle Beach Elite 900. It's a $300 headset.
Where'd they break?
Probably last year some point. It was shortly after.
Where did they break?
Right here, because if you see the headset, it'll do this where I can lay it down flat. That it broke right at the piece where it can turn.
Yeah.
So, Priscilla says, wait a minute. She didn't like that comment, Kyle. So, yeah, and for some reason, I just disable footstep focus. Geo Aquarium says PUBG though. Yes.
But is PUBG a game or just like a?
Yeah, I got it for PC. It's the one that Bob Steenfot plays.
Yeah, it's an actual game, not like a streaming service for gamers.
No, it's just a game.
Captain, you see that pirate game?
What does it take to play it?
What's the game?
Did you see the pirate game?
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Something of the Treasure Sea or something. I can't remember.
It looked pretty cool, man. I was watching somebody play it earlier.
I don't know. Yeah, it looked pretty cool. It's in alpha beta stage.
Yeah.
Yep. I got to get back to gaming again too. Mix my time between this and gaming.
I would love to play video games. It has been like 3 years since I've played a video game.
Yep.
3.
Well, that's the thing. As I had to wait till my internet got good enough. That's when I started streaming. And it's like when I started really streaming to YouTube all the time or creating video content. Then it's like, well, you know, it's been almost 3 years. Maybe I should start gaming again. Happy Fix Guy says, now where's the cop in the rabbit at? I don't know. Geo Aquarium says, I played on console personally, Xbox. Yep, gaming. Honestly, when I was big, when I was living at my mother-in-law's and living at my parents, when I wasn't doing things or creating video content, I was always streaming to like Twitch and stuff like that for like World of Tanks and all that stuff. Academia Aquatica says my gaming tastes are too eclectic. Yeah, that's okay though. Yeah, so if you guys don't see me streaming to YouTube and you're like, oh, where's Captain been for the last couple days? Do yourself a favor, sign up to the other channel, the gaming channel, and you'll probably see me streaming to that.
Yeah, you need to get some subs to that channel.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of funny because the Snafu 12 channel had like 30 subs, but I think I'm up to 19 on the Captain Savage Aquatics gaming channel now. Honestly, I was thinking of this, saying screw it and stream it right to this channel, but I think that would be too much of a like conflict of interest because people would think I was streaming for aquatic stuff instead of, and I was streaming for gaming. You know. Happy Fish Guy says I should go into power lurker mode. Pro
Dan,
tip
man.
says,
I thought Dan was coming on for a minute.
what's that?
I thought Happy was coming on for a minute.
Oh, I don't know. Happy Fish Guy says I should go into power lurker mode. Pro Tim Aquatic says, but I saw you, you Captain Gaming. Yep. Snafu 12. Yep. Yeah,
Priscila.
I started. What's up?
No, go ahead.
Academia Aquatica says hashtag Lurk Squad. Yep. Does anyone play Xbox here? I'm gonna actually probably get a console. Probably I'll get Xbox and PlayStation 4 just to have them.
Xbox.
Huh?
That's probably what I would get again.
Mm-hmm.
PS3 and PS4.
Yep. I got a PlayStation 3.
And I'm gonna go down to Cash Converters and buy back my PS1 that I got rid of a long time ago.
Yep. I have my PS1. I have a Super NES, Nintendo, the old Nintendo gaming system.
You know, PlayStation 2 is the best-selling console ever.
What's that? I didn't catch that, Jason.
The best-selling console ever.
What, PlayStation 2?
Yep.
I believe it.
Captain Island Creed says post the link for the gaming channel. So your gaming channel link.
I thought it was here in the description. Maybe it isn't.
I don't know.
Oh, it's not in the description.
It's
All right.
There, yeah.
Let me grab this. Copy. Paste. Normally I have it in the links. Oh, you know why? It's because I edited this stream because it wouldn't let me do Google Hangouts because I've been streaming lately from, what is it, OBS. So I had to completely change the whole stream and my description got lost. So let me edit this. Open that link. That way I can put the gaming channel in there. I wonder if anyone's bought the T-shirts that I put up on Teespring. That's a curious thing I should check out.
Everyone that's online too, I want you guys to go over and check out the Legend Show too. He does. If you guys are into comics and all that, it's good to broaden your community and gain a couple new subs, a couple new friends. I know you guys probably have a comic book or two or a Funko toy or two or something in your house. So.
A comic book? Do we have a comic book? What?
Can you guys hear me?
It's a comic book channel.
Oh, I don't think I've ever read a comic book. I saw them growing up, but we had TV and video games, so they never held the attention long enough.
I read comics when I was a kid.
Well, then you're lucky you were born before the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's like right about the time computers and game consoles like came into the household. It's Ataris were no longer $300, you could buy a Nintendo for like $150. If that's how much they costed. We had a Super Nintendo. Like, Duck Hunt was the shit.
Priscila MK Art says, I almost came on because of Kyle's sassiness, but I'm busy. Ow, Molly. That wasn't my hand. That was my hand. Not your
She's hungry.
Yeah,
she's hungry. So. She's looking for blood.
Yeah. Well, what I think she wants me to do is actually take her out again. I sub your gaming channel, Captain. I keep forgetting Kyle's still a baby. That's funny. Geo Aquarium says, I'm going to have to go to bed. Hopefully I'll be able to hang out with y'all more. Life is just busy, but that isn't news to y'all, I'm sure. I'll try and get on, get out more content on my channel.
Yeah, I post a link down in chat there. You guys can pop over to that chat if you want. Say hello, tell them I sent you, and get some subs.
Yeah, cool. Well, honestly, guys, I think I'm going to cut this in the next, like, 5-10 minutes anyways. I have to get up early and pick my son up, so.
Yeah, I got a sandwich.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Brian, I'm going to be hopping off from here. I got to get up early. We got a... the Swamas, it's a south, completely lost my train of thought. Anyways, they got an auction going on tomorrow.
Cool.
So I gotta be there tomorrow early.
You taking video?
No, I don't do any videoing like that at any auctions. I don't even do it at my own club. I'm not going there as far as volunteer work or anything. I just want to check and see what they have going on.
Makes sense.
They usually get a bunch of cichlids and plecos and other stuff like that. So we shall see how it turns out.
Yeah, see, that's the funny thing is you're talking about clubs. There's no clubs close to me. And through different groups I'm part of, I found some local groups on Facebook. They're like, we just need someone that's going to take the initiative and make a club for the upstate New York area where I'm at. And it's like, I don't know if I would want to do something like that, to be honest with you. That's a little too much responsibility on everything else I got going on. You know what I mean? To try and start up a club.
To find a business owner to start up a club, they'll do it.
Huh?
I said, find a business owner. Like, if you have a local, like a local fish store, he'd be the one to do it. It puts him in a good place for business. So
yep.
To actually do a good job with it.
Well, unfortunately,
you get. I can speak. Yeah, I can speak as far as with LFSs in conjunction with clubs. Sometimes the understanding and the relationship between certain clubs, even though they may support through the membership as far as offering a discount, maybe on various livestock or dry goods at certain times throughout the week, but there is certain conflicts that happen between the relationships at clubs and some, I'm not saying all, and pointing out any fingers, but some LFSs, because it, in their mind, is taking away business, and I can understand that. However, I think if anybody does anything appropriately, if you can just be a human being at the end of the day, at the age of 11 years old, I literally had a key in hand, and I was selling appliances to people 4 times my age. So, I mean, I think it comes down to your personality, how you represent yourself, and are you a good salesman? Are you pushy? Are you not pushy? You know, and those type of things. But I don't know where the conflict, but I can just speak kind of from that basis is where I can understand both sides of it. However, I feel that hands down, everybody should have some sort of relationship with as I've talked about before, with clubs. I mean, clubs are the foundation to which got most of us here introduced into the hobby. I mean, I always promote veteran aquarists. A veteran aquarist is somebody here, even though, yeah, I've been breeding lots of different things over the last 13, 14 years. I don't consider myself even close to a veteran aquarist. And the humility that I have found in the relationships I've developed just locally here, there's so many phenomenal, very, very reputable. That's why I'm very, very fortunate. I mean, you mentioned a big name, chances are, some point or another, they're affiliated with my club. So I'm very fortunate to have people who really know a lot about the hobby. And this, our club, and I'm not just trying to toot their own horn because it's my club and being biased. I'm just saying common names there. No, they're like walking encyclopedias, anywhere from when you're talking about plants to livestock. I mean, you have to know your species. And I mean, it's just, yeah, it's a blessing for me. I mean, I definitely, I was honored to be asked. I'm actually one of the members at large there on the board. I was actually asked by the VP, which is Chris Carpenter. He's pretty well known. He's a big Lake Tanganyikan guy. He's done a lot of talks around. Yeah, I mean, a lot of phenomenal people there. So I want to say Ted Judy's coming to the club again. He's a good friend with one of our local fish store owners, somebody I look up to in the hobby that I've done a video on. You guys probably know what I'm talking about if you guys happen to see that video of that tour. But yeah, Ben definitely is phenomenal. I learned a lot from Ben through the years, but yeah, it's good now to be able to share knowledge. So when I talk to these guys who have been in it for 50, 60 years, and I'm sharing now things that I've learned over the last decade or more, and be able to actually provide some insight to them, I just find that very humiliating for me in a good way. You know, that's like when I can share something with them, they're like, wow, you know, and it's cool to get to that point where you can, because you think that they know it all, and it's like, you know, maybe they're just being nice, who knows, but yeah.
You said you're gonna have Ted Judy come talk at one of your fish clubs?
Oh, multiple times Ted has.
Nice.
And I want to say he's coming back in May. We got a really good list. I know Corey has on his site. I don't know too much. I've been out of the loop with the interweb, so I don't know a ton. But to my understanding, there's something there with either clubs. I don't think it's necessarily, that would take way too much time. I think it's more like conventions. So let me reiterate. I don't think it had anything to do with clubs. I think it was more like larger conventions or stuff like that. You know, that's more in the States type of thing, where rather than just like there's so many local clubs in different states and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, that would be very, very time consuming, but I do want to start offering more support on the website as far as to, especially with our club, and have some sort of, I don't know, something to show people, hey, this is what's going on in Michigan, since obviously we reside in Michigan. Like tomorrow is the Southwest Michigan Aquarium Society. It's their annual spring, it's their 40th annual spring auction. So,
Cool.
yeah, I mean, they always have stuff going. But yeah, I mean, there's chances are if you mention a big name in the hobby, at one point or another, they have some type of affiliation with our club. And just people in our club in general are just like, I mean, we have one guy that has bred over 600 different species of fish. I mean,
Holy
in
moly.
less than a 10 by 6 room.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's commitment.
Yep, a lot of 1 gallon milk jugs, rainwater, methylene blue. Well, not even methylene blue, just pretty much rainwater, and just frequent daily water changes. Keep everything confined to a small area. Simplified. I've even thought about doing that myself for quite a bit of time now. Is going back to my first fish room, which is in our laundry room, to actually move out our laundry. And we also have a stand-up shower in there that I put in years ago, just as an extra added, if anybody ever came over, what have you, any guest or for the dogs or kids if they get muddy in the summertime to take a shower. But now it's pretty much obsolete. I mean, we don't use it anymore besides for storage. So, but yeah, I mean, I've even thought about tearing pretty much everything down and just get back to the basics of what I enjoy doing, because I can do a ton of stuff with 10-gallon tanks and 20 longs, but that's not going to happen. I mean, we want to get out of our house at some point, and I got too many systems going now. So me trying to confine everything to, you know, a 10 by 10 area, 100 square feet, I can pack a lot in there because I've done it before. I have roughly 30. How many tanks have we got in there? 25 or 30 tanks, and I could probably get, if I maximize everything, which I'm pretty good at doing, I could probably get another double that in there, possibly.
That's a lot of tanks in a small area.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, because just think about it from the standpoint of saving. I mean, our big fish room I have with natural gas, which is much cheaper than going electric. Even now, our electric bill is still just outrageous. I can't even break even just on the electric bill alone, and I'm just scratching my head. But I know what it comes down to. It's the lighting. Because even those 13-watt bulbs add up quick. And
well, that's why I think LED's good, because you can cut down the wattage so much.
But even LEDs have a lot of wattage. But if we take that wattage and disperse it over a 4-foot, 6-foot, 8-foot run, then obviously that's a different story.
Yep.
But it's one of those things, like, I'm weighing out my options. I'm sure in the future, once we move, and if I ever do pursue that dream of doing like a fish barn, it's going to be completely different. More ambient light rather than direct light. Is that coming from me? Sorry, I thought
it was from Fish Tropic.
Thought maybe it was coming from me because I had my sump going off in the background. But
I think it was Fish. I think it was Jason. To be honest with you. He muted himself and the sound went away.
No problem. Yeah, I didn't want to take up the last 10 minutes of your live stream, man. I mean, I appreciate you having me on here as always. It's always good to chit chat with you guys.
Oh yeah, I just like it because you get other people's perspective instead of me just yabbering on. You know what I mean? For hours.
Yeah.
Because you get bored of saying the same old stuff. You know what I mean? Well,
Sure.
Guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. Check out Kyle's Fish Room. Check out Fish Tropic. Check out Jeremy's channel. Make sure you sub everyone up. Thank you for watching. And if you're just catching the rebroadcast, make sure you hit the like. If you don't like the live stream, please let me know why in the comment section below. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks again, Kyle,
Right.
Jeremy, Jason.
Yep. Have a great night, Kyle and Jason.
All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Night, guys.
See you guys tomorrow, because I'll stream tomorrow again. Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Have a great night, guys.